to another link, which is not Xfinity. And by the way, so in this email header, it's pretty obvious. I mean, literally goes to a guy named Anthony, okay, and then it's a skincare company in India. I mean, so be really careful. And I don't know if you can read headers in an email, if you know how, but you just have to be careful when you get any kind of a email right now and have to click a link. For example, there's a new, not a new email scheme, but Mark, what would you say, 2 or 3 years where they go into somebody who owes money, legitimately owes money to a vendor. They pretend they're the vendor, saying you can pay us online. For some reason, they know exactly how much this company owes their vendor. It would be like, Tony, if you had a supplier at Elite Garage Floors, you had a supplier, right? And you owed them, let's say, 12 grand, okay? And all of a sudden you get an email from the supplier, and the supplier says, click here to pay. So you go and pay, right? But that was an email hack, and it wasn't your supplier. Somebody hacked your supplier's email, right? So they go to you, you pay the wrong person. Your supplier calls and says, where's the payment for 12 grand? You said, well, I got an email from you. Who's responsible for that? If somebody hacked their email, are they responsible? And now
in that case, in fact, that was a particular one. In that case, because the company got hacked and it was their fault they got hacked, it was their issue. Remember, that was a car dealer.
Yep. Then we had where my friend, an advertising agency, listen to this. He was owed $72,000. And somebody hacked his email. So that's what we're talking about, Mark. Not this particular guy, but and then so somebody paid. So when he went to his big client, they said, we paid you. And because his email was hacked, he took responsibility. Now, if your email, Tony, was hacked and they found out what you owed and just played with you there, and it wasn't your supplier, it could be your problem, and you may have to pay your supplier again. I'm using Tony as an example here, but it's a terrible thing. And this Xfinity thing is the latest thing. It's not for a lot of money, but it's still something. So do not fall for that crap. Okay, back to the phones, and we're going to go to Glenn. Glenn, what's going on with you, Glenn?
Oh, okay. So, I don't know where to start. About a month ago, it's been a little over a month ago. I just noticed that my brakes, they didn't go all the way to the floor for a moment, but it was unusually.
Yeah. What vehicle are we talking about?
2008 Toyota Tacoma.
Okay. So what happened then?
Okay. So that, I kind of ignored it because it was like, maybe it was just the air bubble, right?
Yeah.
And then I had a doctor's appointment, and I went to pick up a prescription. That's what it was, and I had a similar problem. This is like about 30, 40 days later.
Yeah, sure. So you figured you should get it checked out.
Exactly.
So you went to is this where with the complaint, Brakes Plus?
Yes, on South Federal. I was back on August 3rd.
Okay, so what did they do right or wrong?
Okay, so they took it in, and they do the free check.
Yeah.
And so I called later that afternoon to see if it was going to be ready because they thought it would be, and they said, yeah, it's ready.
Now hold on. It was a free check, but did you authorize repairs?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. How much were the repairs authorized for?
They weren't going to charge me anything.
Wait, they were going to repair your brakes free?
Well, they just said it was, the guy that worked on it said it just looked like it was the brake booster check valve.
Okay.
All right. So I said, well, that's cool. And they said, we're not even going to charge you for that.
Okay, so then what happened?
So I went in, pick up the truck. I was backing out. Brakes went all the way to the floor. I almost backed into another car.
Whoa. So then what?
So I gingerly drove my car back by the front door, and I parked it, and I went in and I told them, I said, "Hey guys, I have no brakes now." So absolutely none. And then they admitted there was some confusion. Okay, fine. So
what did it turn out to be?
Well, I'm going to get to that. It gets worse. So the guy that was working on it was waiting for this check valve. And after about a week.
So wait a minute. You mean he never did change the check valve as you thought he did?
That's right.
Okay. So it could have. So they just made a mistake that they thought they had put the check valve in and they didn't.
Yeah, there was just some miscommunication.
Yeah. No harm, no foul. They didn't charge you, except you could have gotten in an accident, but you didn't. So where are we going with the story then?
Oh, okay. So then they couldn't find anybody that had the right part. There are a lot of different check valves. So I got online and I found it on Parts Geek, the exact one. So we got that going again, and I guess they put the check valve in, and it didn't change anything. Okay, so now we're going into week 2.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we don't have too many more weeks left because I only have a 4-hour show.
Okay. So anyway, I'll try to make this brief.
Yeah.
So the next thing that happened was every time I called to see what they were doing, they had just kind of checked it out.
But you actually delivered the part to them.
No, I had them call Parts Geek, and then they got the right part.
Okay.
So in the beginning, I told them from my previous.
So did they get the part in finally? I just need to know that.
Yes, they did.
And did hold on, just help me out here. Did they install it?
Yes.
Okay.
They said they did. Okay. And didn't solve the problem.
Okay. So where are we now?
Okay. When I took it there, I told them, my experience, I had a Toyota before, and at 150,000 miles, my master cylinder went out, and that's what I came here for you to check out.
Exactly.
So, all right. So now we got to the master cylinder thing, but what they did was this guy had screwed up so bad, I guess, and week 2 they told me they let him go. Oh, it's sad.
So where do we stand right now? How what do you need for help?
Okay, so now that last week they said they replaced everything. They replaced.
How much did that charge you?
They were talking $750.
Okay. Did you pay it?
No. Because the problem is...
This is a little brutal. I mean, where does it stand right now?
No. My YouTube morons don't like when I interrupt.
Okay.
I'm just curious what Mark said is true. Like, for example, and I don't mind you telling me the story, by the way, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather find out the end result than work backwards. So what are you calling about today? I mean, it sounds like it's pretty frustrating. You spent $750. Here's what I need to know. For the $750, did it get fixed?
It's not fixed yet. They replaced everything.
God, well, how the hell can that work? I mean, certainly it ain't magic, right? Hold on a second. Hold on. And by the way, so it's still not fixed. Do you mind if we get an expert on the air just to help for the hell of it? I'd like to ask them what they think. So hold on. I'm Tom Martino. We're going to come back. Basically, this guy's frustrated, okay? He at first they were going to do him a solid, right? Then they charged him $750. Still not working. What the hell's going on? When he says they replaced everything, I don't understand. Mark, you've been in brakes business along with everything else, brakes, tires, and all that stuff. Why would everything be replaced, not fixed? Is it something stupid like bleeding it? I want to ask Kevin Calkin, or we can call our buddy in the Springs. All of that coming up. I'm Tom Martino.
Very nice.
If you could do me a favor.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth.
Sure.
Can I have that call just up to that point? Just that one call.
Done.
Thank you.
Free advisors, TrajanWealth.com. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America.
We got a pretty good backup working right now. Southbound 225, there's a grass fire burning just north of 6th Avenue, so a lot of fire crews in there. They're blocking up lanes of the highway. And southbound 225 now starting to back up pretty solid coming down from I-70, those stop-and-go speeds through there. A little jammed up westbound 270 passing Vasquez. Otherwise, that drive across Commerce City in pretty good shape, and the rest of our highways wide open. Watch for an auto pedestrian accident. This is going to be at the intersection of Arapahoe and Hawley. Denver weather for today, got a mix of sun and clouds and a high up near 88. We have warmed up to 72 now with your Impact Traffic and Weather. I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
Hey, you want to talk about the best deals ever when it comes to water heaters? And that's EuroplumbingColorado.net. They made a niche for themselves. Man, do they do a great job. Now, Europlumbing does a great job, not just with water heaters, but they say any kind of plumbing repair. Give them a call. Put them to the test. EuroplumbingColorado.net, 303-668-6844. You know who does a great job in helping you plan for retirement? Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. Let me tell you what they do. They look at everything you have so far for retirement, and they show you where you're short, where you're flush, where you're good, where you need help, and it's all free of charge in an initial consultation or 2 or 3. You don't have to sign up right away, just talk to them. Now, if you're getting ready for retirement right away, they can help you there to create income and safety. Now, if you are early in life, they can help you build a nest egg, protect that nest egg, grow the nest egg before turning it into income. Whatever it is, whatever stage you're in, they love helping, and they'll put themselves out there for free meetings until you're convinced. rpcenter.com, 970-663-3211.
Have you booted?
Very nice.
Thank you.
Mark, where were you during that call? He's obviously quit.
Tom, do you know the other scam going on right now? My sister-in-law got caught up in this through the title company. They said, hey, you're closing tomorrow. You need to wire the money. They did.
Oh, no.
$50,000.
And they lost it?
Yep.
Oh, my God. That is terrible.
It was, the title company got hacked. And they sent out the real amount of money.
That's the title company's problem, in my opinion. Did the title company come through or not?
They put a bond on the house, and they still got to close on time. But, yeah, they're trying to figure that out right now.
There was some city that got taken on a bid for construction somewhere, that they'd accepted a bid, and somebody hacked their system because they knew about the bid offer and said, okay, here's where you can send the initial payment, and it was somebody who had hacked the actual company's email. You know, like Halesco or something got hacked. And found, and it was like $3.5 million because they were doing, an entire highway or something. Oh, man, I wish I had guts like that. And here I sit. It's pathetic. Got to figure out how to do a little white collar.
Tony, what the hell's going on, man?
What's going on, Mark?
Nothing. How's biz? You guys, it's always a pain in the ass when you change names.
Oh, yeah. We got sued by them, so.
By who? Oh, because it was.
Did you guys settle, or what are you doing?
Oh, we sued them. We countersued them for $200. So.
Is it still in?
Yeah.
You can't talk about it. We're still
Oh
on.
no, it's fine. So.
Yeah, Mark, what was it like when you changed your name?
What did they say?
Well, when I was Maria,
Yeah.
it was a lot easier
Because
because
they
I
said
could
we
get a
have a no
job a
con-
lot quicker.
contract.
Sure. Well, because
And
you were
other
giving
shit.
out jobs.
Yes.
Right. And they weren't honoring all their warranties. So we didn't renew our contract with them.
Were they mainly an equipment supplier, marketer, or?
It was just a name.
Yeah.
So.
Most of you guys.
Let's see.
Franchises. This kind of shit.
Well, that's why I got out of it. I mean,
Why pay them?
Oh, geez, coming back.
It's not like they were getting business.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. So, what happened then, Glenn? Let's talk about it.
Okay. So,
It didn't solve the problem. You spent $750. Where does it stand now?
Well, I haven't spent anything yet. They said $750, and then they said, what could they agree on once to get it fixed? And I said, how about around $450? Because I figure, after all said and done, I've been going to these guys for 10 years.
So they replaced everything, and it's still not working.
Yes, that's what they're saying.
Okay, do we have our expert on? Do we have? Did we get anybody on?
I'm working on it, Tom. I'm
Okay.
working on it.
Go ahead. And so they replaced everything, and I mean, I just don't understand. Could it be something simple as they're not bleeding it properly?
Well, that's what I said. I said, how about, there's a couple of few metal tubes on there. Are any of them crimped? Is it because the brake fluid was really nasty?
But they replaced everything. So that if they replaced everything, I'm assuming when you say everything, you mean the master cylinder, and you mean the drums or the discs, the shoes or whatever, right?
Small brake booster, all the shoes and everything are fine.
Okay.
According to them.
So
They replaced the brake booster and the master cylinder.
Okay.
And they still can't. Said they can't get it to work.
Okay.
So,
Mark, what do you think it is?
Problem.
I don't know. I'm lost in the story, honestly.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to wait till we can get an expert to weigh in on it.
Got him.
Because at this point,
There's not much left of the brake system.
I have
the
Griffin.
hydraulics, at least.
Who do you have?
Griffin. I have Griffin.
Griffin from Colorado Springs. And Griffin, thanks for being here, man. So basically, this guy has a Toyota Tacoma, a 2008. And his first symptom was the brakes were going almost to the floor. And they said it was a valve. And they were going to replace it free of charge, the check valve. So that didn't work. So then they replaced the booster and master cylinder. And they still can't get it to work. I don't know. Do you have any gut feelings?
Yeah, I guess I would just start with the basics, and you'd want to go ahead and make sure that you have that master cylinder bench bled first to make sure that you don't have any air in the system.
Now, why bench bled? Why, when it's new, is bleeding it on the bench a head start?
Yeah, you're guaranteeing that you've got all the air out of the system. And so when you bleed it on the bench, you can eliminate that source of air right from the beginning.
And then you install it, but you still have to, even after bench bleeding the master cylinder, you still have to get air out of the system, right?
Right, and then you'll go through the entire system and bleed the rest of the system.
Okay.
So you got to guarantee, you got to bleed it all out first. You remember KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Let's get all the air out.
Yeah. So what do you think? I mean, it's got to be something that simple. I mean, if they replace the parts, like I said, it's not magic.
They never mentioned the bench bleed, and they've got rookies working on this stuff, I can tell.
I think it's a bleeding problem. That's what I think. I think there's air in the system. What's the symptom right now, Glenn? It's still going to the floor or what?
That's what he said, about 90%. That's what they said, their words.
Griffin, doesn't it sound like that to you?
Yeah, you got to just start with the simple stuff. Get it bled out properly, and then go from there. You tell you what, I'm putting on a free brake clinic. This afternoon, if they want to come by, I'll teach them how to bleed brakes.
Now, hold on a sec, Glenn. Really, if they can't get this thing done, you got to tell them. I mean, they have to they have to do something about this. If you paid for those parts already.
No, I have not paid for them yet.
No, I meant if you're charged for it, I mean.
Oh, okay. So they agreed to reduce it to $450, and I just expected to get my truck, and it hasn't happened. The only good thing they've been doing is my wife and I are disabled, and I've had 5 doctor's appointments. They've been calling lifts for me for.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. That is nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
But you would think a place called Brakes Plus would know how to bleed brakes, but I can't think of anything else it could be. By the way, Griffin Ash Action Automotive, Colorado Springs, thank you so much. Glenn, just see if they'll at least admit they need to bleed it and then call us back. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We have a bad concrete job. And, what's funny is Tony usually does Elite Garage Floors. You usually do the finishing touches on concrete, but lately, you've been doing a lot of repair work for concrete, Tony.
Correct.
And you have a coating that you said will adhere to the concrete once you get the loose crap off.
Right. We grind it to make it, the spalling go away, and we just coat over it.
Now, what you coat over it with, you're not just talking your color coat, but you have something that evens it out, that you can grind down?
Right.
And what is that? Is that the polyaspartic or not?
It's a polyurethane mixture.
Okay. And it really does adhere to concrete?
Oh, yes.
Wow. And then you put your decorative finish over that.
Correct.
All right. We're going to talk to you, Pam, about your concrete. I don't know if that's your problem or not, but whatever it is, we're going to talk to you and more coming right up.
Hang on, and
I don't have the spot. Just tell me.
I'm going to just tell you a 60 Fuller 60. Oh, crap. And Lazara. Do you want me to separate?
No, they're not competitors.
Well,
70 getting down towards Colfax.
You got it. Do the boys there. Thank you.
Lanes of the highway were blocked. Looks like they're starting to get a few of those reopened. Southbound 225, meanwhile.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Be stop and go coming down from I-70. This is easily adding 15, 20 extra minutes to your drive. Little construction northbound E-470 near Pena, slowing us from 64th. Denver weather for today, we've got mostly sunny skies, shooting for a high of 88 degrees. It is 73 now. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
When someone's injured in an accident, one of the most primary questions they have, is it actionable? Is it worth money? And not because they're greedy, it's because they're hurt. And they want to be reimbursed for their pain and suffering and loss of work and other economic damages. John Fuller is an expert at valuing cases, saying what he believes it's worth based on his many years of experience. He can also tell you from that experience the easiest places to collect and if it's even worth going after and how you should go after it. If you decide to hire him, he works on a percentage fee basis on what he collects for you, and only if he wins. Plus, of course, he helps collect that as well. That's John Fuller, Fuller Law. You get personal access to him at all times with a personal cell phone for calling and texting to find out about your case. 303-597-4500, 597-4500. And it's personalinjuryco.com. And speaking of attorneys, you know, Joseph A. Lazzara, or Joe Lazzara, Lazzara, is an attorney I hope you really don't need, and I hope you like I really don't hope you don't need a personal injury attorney either. But Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney. And let's face it, a lot of people right now are getting DUIs for smoking weed or for drinking. We will never encourage that. Of course, designated drivers are the key. But Joe Lazzara can help you get through the system. Now, sometimes you're falsely accused or there's extenuating circumstances. Sometimes you made a stupid mistake, DUI, or any other crime or any other accusation. Joe Lazzara. That's 303-429-6200. You can also find him at referralist.com for free consultations. Then flat rate pricing, Lazzara Legal.
Thank you.
Here, Tom.
Yeah. How much time do I have, Shannon?
3 minutes.
Okay, Tony, I'm going to run up. Do you want any? Just let me.
I'm good, thanks, Tom.
Spent most of yesterday setting up the booth at Folsom Field because our first game's Thursday.
So glad you signed the contract.
Really?
Are we on YouTube?
I'd like
Is
to.
YouTube up?
But you got
Yep.
it done.
Okay.
Well, I like the fellas. I got Coach Prime tomorrow, so I shan't be here. I'll have a snoot full of that little angel, Deion Sanders. And we are unfortunately not at a restaurant anymore, so I'm not getting fed, but we are in his office, so hopefully he'll be...
Oh, they want your number. I got some texts
Well,
here.
don't they usually have stuff in?
I'll steal something. Hang on.
Now,
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. Elite Garage Floors, by the way, 303-939-2448. Somebody asked about that, sorry. Now, Pam, your bad concrete job, How bad is it? What is it? What's going on?
Okay, so they actually initially laid down concrete, and it was really a beautiful job.
Okay.
It really was.
Okay.
But what happened is that we're trying to get our car trailer, back into our backyard. So it had to be, the concrete had to be at a certain distance from our roof, right? Else the trailer isn't going to fit under the roof.
Oh.
So what they did, they poured it. It was all beautiful, blah blah blah. And guess what? They didn't measure it right, and so the trailer still will not go in the backyard.
Now wait a minute. They didn't measure it right. What does that mean? Or you didn't measure it right? Meaning, if you told them to put a slab down, right, and they put a slab down, did you tell them? But it has to be very thin to fit, or like, in other words, I'm not sure it's their problem, or is it?
Problem. I had a main contractor work with us, okay, and the cement guy's like a subcontractor of main contractor, and I was with these guys when they were talking, and we explained to him they had the tape measures out and everything, and they knew what had to be done, how low it had to be, everything. The stuff was the actual.
I didn't notice we went to break. Hang on.
Okay, have her hold on for a sec. Just tell her what happened.
From Audi Denver, we have close to 200 Audi Q4 e-tron and e-tron Sportbacks.
By the way, their number is not 303, it's
Q4
720. I knew that. I knew that from my other thing. Hold on. I have the other number right? Elite? Yeah, I see it, 720. I should have caught that. She had it written down wrong. Sorry. 720. Yeah, the number was wrong. It's 720. Not
for
Elite.
Tony.
I'll make up for that for sure.
It's all good.
That's what she has on file, but she'll change it right now.
Thank you. Damn. Now we got to figure this out here. I thought.
Good morning. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show. With Breaks Plus. Okay, what's your name? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, it really is a bad connection. Can you take me off? Can you take me off Bluetooth? Much better. Okay, hang on for me.
This is gonna suck, man. This concrete job. I don't really know whose fault it is.
It would be if they told them that their trailer needs to go under there.
Yeah, that's true, but, okay, what if they just said, I need to pour a slab for my trailer? I mean, to store my trailer here. I mean, standard slab's gonna be a minimum of 4 inches.
Right.
If they did 4 inches, they could have dug it down, I guess, right?
Right, but they should have, the homeowner should have known by the form, because they go up only to the form. They should have measured off there.
Although if a general contractor is building, if he's building a shelter, but he's not, he was building a slab for the, that sucks.
And it sounds like it's old carport.
Maybe, I don't know, is it? Have that-
Well, I wouldn't burn my own pride flag.
I gotta figure that out, yeah.
So you're not here tomorrow?
No.
So, have you
that
been
was
doing these
weird.
coatings?
That was me trying to speed this up because we're
7
coming
years.
back 20 seconds late.
Oh,
So I wasn't paying
I worked for
attention
the
again.
Broncos,
You did?
I
What'd you
am.
do?
player security.
Yeah, I did
So,
too much yesterday.
like with plumber
And I'm not in shape.
and all of them. So
Did you like it?
it was fun. A lot of traveling.
I used
So
to be okay on a couple
we
hours
have to
of
leave
sleep.
like on a
Not true
Thursday
anymore.
before a game. Go sit at the hotel for 3 days, and then it just was $12 an hour. So
Oh,
player would make the money. Everybody else makes chump change. But before that, I was in the military. So
oh, okay. What'd you do in the military?
I was a scout sniper. So
How long?
12 years. I broke my back on a parachute jump. And got
Where you would have stayed?
maybe. And they wanted to do surgery, and I'm all, nope,
You didn't do surgery?
nope.
You just healed?
Yeah. I was in upper body cast for 8 months, yes. Not so much now. I do a lot of stretches and exercises. But if I lay in like bed for more than 7 hours, then it starts getting tight and everything. But 06, so almost 20 years.
So, did they say arthritis with Sunday setting?
They weren't sure. I have bone fragments in my spinal cord. So
Hey, Shannon, why are you running
what they
late?
wanted to do is remove them.
On
They
the,
said if they did
clock?
that, it might sever
Yeah.
the spinal cord.
Well, I'm back on time now.
They said there was
Oh,
a
good.
60%
Yeah.
chance I'd
6 seconds over,
be in
which
a wheelchair.
I
after
mean-
the surgery.
on this show, 6 seconds.
Tom nails it every time. I don't
Yeah.
know how you screw it up.
Do you have any?
Well, I have been drinking a
I
lot.
get.
All right, here we go.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help us come and make.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. I'm with TJ from Elite Garage Floors, and we'll talk about that coming up. Also, I want to remind you that 888heating.com is doing a full court press on checking your AC and furnace both with honest opinions, free second opinions too. going into this shoulder season between fall and winter. That's 888heating.com. Honesty, integrity, and good people. 303-770-2776. So Pam was telling us about a bad concrete job, but this is what's weird. It's a great concrete job, but it's too thick because she can't put her trailer in under the car, under the roof. Hey, Pam, I need to ask a few stupid questions. They're stupid for me because I don't know. I don't have a complete picture here. So, was this a carport, by the way, before you had this done?
No.
What was this? What was the roof for? Over dirt? Or over lawn? Or what was this dirt? The roof.
Well, it's just a roof to our house.
But it's a roof to your house. But is it just the eave that sticks out over that, or was it?
Yeah, it's
okay. Got it.
And so, yeah, the trailer.
So you weren't creating covered parking. You just were going to put. Okay, you were going to put your RV on the side of the house.
Yeah, just think of it like we're trying to slide a trailer back there.
I got you. Completely got you. And this is what's really important. If I went to a guy and said, "Hey, could you pour a slab? I want to store my trailer over here," and that would be kind of on me to know if I could fit it there, but kind of it's really weird. It could be them if you said, "I need to put my trailer here. Could you pour a slab?" Tony, I want to ask you straight up. If somebody asked you to pour a slab over there, and I want to store my trailer here, would you ask them how high is your trailer to know what to do? I mean, what do you think? It's kind of not fair in hindsight asking people because they can always say what they would have done. But I trust you. By the way, he's with Elite Garage Floors. He doesn't do slabs, but he's familiar with them. What would you have done?
I wouldn't have asked any questions at all.
You wouldn't? No, you would just put the slab down?
Because that's what they're asking for. They're not, unless they said.
But what if they said, "I need to store my trailer here, and it's got to fit under that"? Now, if they said that would have been a different story. Did you indicate, Pam, in any way that, hey, it's got to be able to fit under that?
Absolutely. They measured the trailer.
That's a whole new story. Wait a minute.
No, they measured the trailer. They measured the distance between the eave and the ground, and they knew what they had to do. What happened is they poured too much cement.
How thick is the slab?
Well, as you know, cement pours. It's only supposed to be 4 inches.
Well, no, it could be 6, but normally it's 4 for a little slab like that, yes.
4. So it's, it has to be 6 inches because there should have only been 4. And that would have made the trailer be able to be put to go.
Okay, I didn't understand anything you said. Is it 4 inches or is it 6 inches?
6 inches. That's why it's too high.
Okay,
it should have been 4.
Got it.
And they put 6.
Yeah. Or if they say it had to be 6, they could have dug it down further. So if you told them it had to fit under there and they measured it, for goodness sakes, so what do they say they're going to do about it?
Nothing. They said they're not going to do anything about it. They just said that. Initially they were going to do something, but he kept putting me off. Have all these excuses. Oh, my skid broke down. Oh, it's going to rain that day. Oh, I'm in another job. Oh,
So how many inches when you pull your trailer up? How many inches over that eave is it?
It hit right smack on it. So it needs the cement needs to be 2 inches lower than it is.
And it would have been perfect.
He would have been perfect, yeah. And he over poured, and he knew, and the ground's already dug out at the right height. The ground's dug out, knew it.
The grounds is about 4 inches poured, right?
Well,
were the forms how high were the forms? Do you know?
Well, the forms were
they had
next to an existing. Well, they're next to existing concrete because we have sidewalk and stuff, so it's a little complicated. in that
Okay,
respect. But
got
the forms were had to be more than 4 inches because because you don't. It's hard to explain.
Yeah,
but
I get what you're
telling
saying.
you.
I get what you're saying.
I'm
That
telling
sucks,
you.
man. Did you pay for this job already?
So anyway, this is the deal. This is kind of why I called.
Yeah.
Is that I mean, I think I worked it out. I think, but who knows? I paid $3,100 to like the pre-fee or whatever, and I was going to pay more after he got it done, and to have this fixed. And he said he didn't do it.
Right.
But so yeah, I'm out $3,100, and he hasn't fixed it.
Is he going to? Do you owe another 31, or how much do you owe? If it was a good job, how much would you have owed?
So if it was a good job, I'll vote anything. But
Wait. So 31, you paid in full at 3,100.
For
Is she having? Are we having
Correct.
phone problems, or is it me? Help me out here. I need to know: did you pay for the job in full?
No.
Okay. How much is owed if you paid him? How much would be owed?
If it was done right, $1,050.
Okay, got it. Okay. So is he proposing anything? You said you may have it worked out. Like, what is the solution?
So I don't have a solution. That's why I was calling to say, what's the steps you take? So, and whether I did the right thing or not. I've never had to deal with this ever.
I know. And you know what, Pam? We've never dealt with this particular thing either specifically. However, it could be just a breach of contract where you didn't get what you paid for, and you simply need to sue them for damages technically if they truly. But I hope on your invoice or on your contract it says something about the trailer, because this guy could simply say, I poured a beautiful slab, and you'd have to show where it wasn't according to contract. Even though I believe you, what's going to prevent him from saying, Pam, you paid for it, I poured a slab. What will prevent him from saying that?
Yeah, that's a good question. It is.
Right? Because if you sued him in small claims court, let's say it's going to cost you $2,000 to pull it out and another, $4,000 to put it back in. Or so let's just say it's under small claims court, $7,000 maybe for everything to correct it. What's going to prevent him in court saying, well, Your Honor, here's what it says. Slab, I did a slab. Does the contract say 4-inch slab?
The contract says that it says on the contract he's going to remove 3 sections of the concrete, and he's going to break it up, remove it, and then re-pour it. It's what it says on the contract, that he is going to break up these 3 sections.
Okay.
Got
it. So there was old concrete there. There was old concrete there.
There was concrete already there. He was gonna.
Okay.
That's what it says in the
contract. And it doesn't specify at all the elevation or the thickness.
It's it talks about the 4-inch thickness, I believe.
If it does, hold on. That's important. It does talk about 4-inch thickness. And you got 6 inches instead?
Yeah.
Okay, that could be something where that could be a breach of contract and you had it written down for a specific reason. What is he saying? Is he saying you should live with it? What is he saying?
All he's saying is avoiding is what he's saying. He's saying all these excuses.
Got
I can't come.
All right, we're going to call him. You know what? Hold on. I think we should handle this for you. At least get some. Hey, Deputy Doc, why don't we call this guy and see what he says? Okay? Let's. I think Doc's in there, is he?
Yeah, I'll call him right now, Tom.
Yeah, let's call him. Hold on a sec, Pam, and let's figure out what the hell's going on. Because it's hard to figure out. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Renew Home Innovations, beautiful showers. beautiful showers that are converted from your tub shower combination, that old ugly tub, get rid of it, get rid of those old ugly doors and shower curtains. You can get a beautiful new RenewHomeInnovations.com shower, rectangle, custom made, and they can do it in 2 or 3 days. And get this, 72 months to pay no interest. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
Facing a job loss? Considering a pension buyout, a severance package, or what to do with your 401k? Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, and I can help. 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
Hey, let's talk real estate. First, let's talk Homevestors. I've known these guys for years, and they've gotten quite a few people to sell their homes because they buy homes. Now, here's the difference between, selling to them and on the market. On the market, there's nothing wrong with that. You're going to make probably more money, but you're going to have to do the repairs and get it ready and do the showings and pay the commissions and then wait for loan approvals, inspection, remediation, blah, 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 blah. Nothing wrong with that. But some people just want to sell their house and they don't want any hassle. They just want a check. For that, 800-44-BUYER. 800-44, B-U-Y-E-R. You have nothing to lose but a phone call. 800-44-BUYER. Speaking of real estate, what if you do go the other route? You may need an attorney. No, let me just say this. You do need an attorney to go over closing docs, whether you're buying or selling. I highly recommend it. And, Brad O'Brien is a real estate attorney. In fact, you can call Brad for any real estate issue. O'Brien Legal Services. Whether it's a simple closing or you have a commercial lease you want to do or financing docs or partnership agreements for buying stuff, O'Brien Legal Services, OLSlaw.com, 720-370-7388.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Ben, what's your last name?
Mark, if you're still there, you're accidentally texting me instead of
L-E-I.
whoever you're intending to text.
Is it like
Got it.
sexting or?
And what's your address?
Unfortunately, no, but he has done this to me before, thinking I was someone else, and started sending me crap. And man, I wouldn't.
King ING?
He must be living a good life because he hasn't accidentally
okay.
done that to Suze yet.
All right, and what's the name of the guy that you were dealing with?
All right, baby, my wife is gone. Go ahead and stop by. Whoops.
Does he have a company?
Who hadn't done that? Show of hands. Come on.
And what's his number?
Boy, I've accidentally sent the first wife some stuff. Oh,
Okay, there's no rush.
what an idiot.
That's the one that you're still sleeping with, though.
No sex with ex-wives.
469.
As a matter of fact, if gun to my head, I
And
had to.
does your
His second wife
contract
was
specifically say
awesome.
4 inches?
No,
Didn't you cheat on her?
Oh, I cheated on all of
Does
them.
your
but that's
contract
not
with
the-
him
No, I didn't
specifically
technically
say
cheat on the second
the
wife.
slab
We're
should
still
be
married,
4
but I moved
inches?
in with another woman. However, we were separated. Why do I have to go down this?
Let me grab the contract.
Did you listen to what you just said?
Yeah, and there is the possibility that I might have been married to 2 people at once. There's some paperwork errors. Man, you got to put a stamp
That's
on.
not illegal or anything.
You got to put a stamp on those on those letters to make sure they get to the right people. I didn't know that. Envelopes was the word I was looking for. Couldn't think of envelopes. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I think I told you I ended up finding a text messaging app that would pop up a "Are you sure?" bubble.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
Finally had to go that route. Are you sure you want to send this? Let's see, right person, right kind. Yep, go ahead.
It's about the concrete, is it? 4,000. What's the unit? P-I-U-P-E-I or concrete?
Okay.
Rebar. 4,000 P, whatever, I-E concrete rebar. So the term
but it does not mention 4 inches specifically.
It does not mention 4 inches
Okay.
specifically.
Now, when we call him, what would you like to tell him? Did he say he would come back and fix it?
That's what this contract is about. So what you need to understand is that remember I told Tom that it was poured correctly, right? It was poured. I mean, that looks pretty, okay? He poured a big slab. He poured our driveway. He poured everything. But the thing is, he knew he was supposed to dip down in this area so we could get our trailer back in the backyard. So our driveway's in the front yard, our trailer's in the backyard, and he didn't dip down far enough.
I wonder if we can get
filling up.
advanced mud jacking out there to do some sort of reverse mud jacking on our slab.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
Think
so
it.
He filled up at 6 inches.
All right, here we go.
Ground up.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. All right, so what we have here is we have a situation with the concrete, and I'm not sure what to do about it, but what would you do? It's a really hard one, especially if they said we're going to remove and replace concrete. I'm wondering how difficult it would be to raise the eaves a little, or maybe, I know that sounds crazy, but who knows? I don't know if it's an open eave or if it's closed soffit and fascia or whatever. Jim, your turn. What's going on with you, Jim? Welcome to the show.
Hello, Tom. I need some advice. We've moved from Aurora, Colorado to Morgantown, West Virginia recently. We're using North American van lines to do the move.
Okay.
We had a range for delivery between 8:17 and 8:24, and the materials have not moved out of their original location when they took them from our house. I know this because we had an Apple tag placed in some of the items.
So wait a minute. Right now, they were supposed to go to your house and pick stuff up and have it delivered between the 17th and the 24th. Obviously, that didn't happen. You say your stuff is still at your original home?
No, it's not at the home. It's at the mover's location.
Okay, and you're in West Virginia?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you said you used a North American agent?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Yeah, it's a North American van lines. This would be, and what they do, how this is actually out of Longmont. It would be STS relocation.
Well, hold on. No, wait. STS, it's called STS Relocation Services?
Mm-hmm. And I guess, are they subcontracting for North American?
No. Sorry. Here you got roped into a bad situation, sir. You're not working with North American. You're working with an agent, an independent contractor who took your money and probably is selling the contract. I don't see them listed as a North American agent. Are they a North American agent or not?
I would say, based off what I see here, that they are not. Then, even though on the document itself it's showing North American Moving Services.
Now, by the way, this should really give you pause. Are they out of Longmont?
Yes.
Yeah. This should really give you pause. They have a 5-star rating with the Better Business Bureau, which, by the way, in my opinion, is a sure sign that they're bad because most of the time the Better Business Bureau has no clue, okay? But I'm telling you that STS relocation services, they're not even a mover. They're a broker. They're a broker. So you really aren't dealing with a mover. So here's what they usually do. They take money up front. They don't move your stuff. They sell your contract to someone else, so you don't know who you're doing business with. Now, they may have told you we'll sell it to a North American agent, which is fine, but they're not a North American agent. Then once that happens, then you're at the mercy of whoever they sell the contract to. So right now, what situation are you in?
Right now, I'm here with very, very little furniture sitting in.
No, I want to know, what do they say? What do they say? When are they going to get your stuff?
Oh, when are they going to get the stuff? That's just it. They keep putting me off on this. Every time I talk to the dispatcher, it's always an issue. Well, I haven't heard from this driver or from that driver. And then the last time I did speak to them over the weekend, they were indicating we would get the furniture by midweek this week. Well, the furniture hasn't even moved, and quite frankly, right now, I can't even get hold of the dispatcher to discuss it.
Now, from what I can see on these reviews, who knows if they're real or not, they have really good reviews, okay? But the only place they are listed online, do they even have a website?
They have one listed on here.
What is it? Because I can't find them. What is it?
Okay, it's general at stsrelocation.com.
It's stsrelocation.com?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. STS Reloc. Okay, I just found him. 303-776-8529. Okay, they do say North American Moving Services on their website, and they have North American, so they may be a North American agent. Let's see. Hold on. In Longmont, and there's a Joe at STS Relocation. We should call Joe and see what the hell's going on. Hold on. About them, let's see. The relocation services has been in here since '93, and they haven't even moved your stuff. You have a contract with a delivery date, and they haven't even touched your. They haven't even moved your stuff except to their place.
That's correct.
Okay, so they might be a North American agent, which would help us, but we keep saying about Joe. So I want to find out about them. So I'm going to put in my email and stuff, but I want somebody to call them. Kachina, I want to call them. They have a number listed here, 303-776-8529. So I want to call them right now, 303-776-8529. Let's see how good they really are, okay? This doesn't sound good to me. So they're ghosting you right now. Is that the case?
Pretty much the case. You get them on the phone every now and then, and they give no answers and promise to call back, and they never return the call.
Okay. Again, a couple of red flags come up for me, and that is the Better Business Bureau has them listed as good, and they have people in prison for fraud listed as good. And then there's a bunch of reviews, and not one bad one, not one. There's just some red flags for me. Hold on, and we'll talk about it. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. One Clear Choice Garage Doors. For garage door service, second to none. They are factory authorized for most garage doors, or for the key ones, the best ones, and they do complete lines of service. You don't find that in these other guys working out of an SUV. One Clear Choice Doors, the only company I would have at my home. OneClearChoiceDoors.com, 720-370-3987. Openers and doors. So,
this hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
We're starting to move a lot better here. If you're southbound 225, there was that grass fire north of 6th Avenue. Fire trucks rolled in, blocked off the right lanes. They got the fire out. The right lanes reopened now. And southbound 225 looks a lot better down from I-70. So no problems as you make that trip across Aurora. We do have a little slowing southbound I-25 I-70 getting down south of Spear. Otherwise, we're looking good up and down the corridor. Westbound 270 a little backed up approaching Vasquez, putting the wraps on a crash here at Arapahoe and Hawley. Denver weather for the rest of the afternoon, generally sunny. We got a few clouds out here, high up near 88. It's 74 now. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
It's Mattress Firm's best sale of the year, Labor Day sale. Save up to $900 on select adjustable mattress sets from Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Sealy. Plus, get up to a $300 instant gift for pillows and more.
All right, if you need ventilation in your home, cut down on air conditioning bills to make your air fresher and the temperatures more even, QC, that's Quiet Cool Whole House Fan from QCcolorado.com. It's something I truly believe in. It's something I have in 2 of my homes. It's something I would never do without right now. It evens out the temps so your air conditioner works less. That's most of the time. Also, it substitutes for air on cooler evenings and mornings totally, and in some seasons, like going into the fall here, where you would sometimes turn on the air now and then, you don't have to. Then through the winter even, when you're all cooped up and heated and you get a mild day, it'll clean out the air in your home. QCcolorado.com. You get something that helps, energy efficient, and wonderful for your home's environment. And I urge you to call them. You will love them. 303-800-3419. 303-800-3419.
Do anything.
If you looked at the
went to the BBB, it was interesting because
give another
Hey, where did you find that? So
I have a feeling, I don't know, I'm not a
it's
private
STS?
investigator, but I have a feeling that Juan
yeah, because they've only been in business 1 year.
Concrete, because they've got a really bad rating with the BBB. And
you sure that's the same one?
told me Juan told, and realized, no, I didn't know anything, you know, I'm just making this contract with this guy, right? He goes, well, can you write the check out to me, to KMB?
Write down on this Better Business Bureau one?
The pours, right? That's the actual people that are going to pour it.
On here, on
Step and pay. So I said, sure, you know, so I wrote the check out to them. And they, you know, immediately, the next day it was already in my bank. I mean, it was already taken,
Seavers got it.
taken out of my bank.
Well,
So
of course.
When I went
They're horrible.
saw KMB was bad news, I wonder if he used to work under the name KMB, and now he works under the name EIC. And you know, I mean, he just goes makes up different names along the way, you know, and keeps working.
I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go on the air and tell people to stay away from him, and I think you should go ahead and
Sievers,
sue him
let's see what they-
for the money.
Sievers Transfer and Storage.
And you said I could get 3.
Well, I'm trying. Just when you go to small claims court, just when you get before the judge,
Tom wanna talk
tell them
to
that you
him?
believe this falls under the Contractors Trust Act,
Hey, Tom?
and therefore you're entitled
Yeah.
to triple
Do
damages.
you want to talk to these
It may
guys?
not
I have
fall
them
under
on the
that
phone.
because
For sure. For sure.
you need to know if
Yes.
you used your money for somebody else's job.
Now,
It
Sievers
didn't
has
sound
been in
like it
business
did.
since 2006.
So I was
Wait,
just trying to
no,
pull a little bluff on
2023.
him.
All
But
of
the
them.
Contractors Trust Act is
Sievers was
if he doesn't have the 3,100, then you can
What?
sue him for triple damages
The
and
Hi,
attack
Jimmy.
his
My
assets.
name's Kelly. I'm calling from the Tom Martino
Okay.
Troubleshooter radio show here in
Colorado
Denver.
Secretary of State.
And we
All right, well,
have
Yeah, I
keep
get
us
it.
posted.
caller on.
You have my
His
number.
name
Call
is
me
Mayer,
if you need any more advice.
Mayer. And he claims
My name is Ken.
that he was supposed to have.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, that does that.
What, did he hang up?
Yep.
You know why? Because they're fucking scams.
Sure. Maybe he doesn't have thumbs. Maybe the phone just fell. Cut him some slack.
I wonder what the Better Business Bureau thinks of them.
I don't
They probably
think
love
so.
them.
So long as the check clears.
The
In
way
my
that
opinion.
the click came, I don't think that was no thumbs.
You don't think it was?
No, maybe there was a sniper.
I don't think there was a sniper either.
Okay, all right. Just spitballing here.
I think Tom has it
Hey, but
right on.
I love that Jim. Is it Jim?
Jimmy.
That he planted some air tags in his furniture, and he knows where it is. He knows where it is here in Longmont. Should I head up there with a van? There you go.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino. Oh my God, I'm going to tell you something. This is what's amazing to me. Listen to this. So about this moving company, very interesting. I want to bring up Jim. Jim, so the Better Business Bureau is still the worst organization that has ever devolved. They used to be, of course, of service. They are just a scam. The Better Business Bureau sucks. I just can't believe the reason they suck so much is because they purport themselves as being high and mighty Better Business Bureau helping people, and they suck. They give people great ratings that should be or are in jail. Now, STS Relocation has a 5 out of 5 rating with the Better Business Bureau, has great reviews. They've been in business for 1 year. 1 year. Not one bad review, but they're an offshoot of a previous company called Seavers. Now, Seavers has 1-star review. 1 star. Wow. Seavers Transfer and Storage is in Colorado, up the same location, same people. They suck. And the problem is that you're not going to find that out if you go to the Better Business Bureau. And they're also delinquent with their filing with the state. I don't care about that much. But Seavers Transfer and Storage, now STS, the registered agent is a guy named Joseph Darren Lesher. So in my opinion, these people are not good. And I think they changed their name to get away from the old. And also, the Better Business Bureau has them as a start over. You know, it's a great company. I don't know, man. I think you got caught up with a bad company. How'd you even find them?
It was going out looking at North American Moving Services. We were actually had 3 estimates.
Did you go with the cheapest?
It was
of course you did.
$7,600.
What's that?
It was $7,600.
Mm-hmm. Did you pay up front?
Yeah, it was paid up front.
Uh-huh.
Now I do have another question though, and okay, this is not a good situation, obviously. What if I went out, came back to Colorado, got a U-Haul, went there, requested I get my furniture, and drive it back to West Virginia?
Well, you paid them. Doable? Why wouldn't they let your stuff out?
Well, they should.
How much have you paid them so far?
They contacted my wife, and she paid the full amount. They asked for the full amount.
So they're paid in full for nothing. And Kachina, you called them. What did they say?
Well, I talked to a very nice woman who placed me on hold and then placed me with the dispatcher who was named Jimmy.
Jimmy, okay. Jimmy.
And as soon as I basically remarked that I was calling for Jim Bear, he hung up on me.
Oh. Wonder why. So, people, just remember, Seavers Transfer and Storage, same as STS. That's where they get the new name. They're up in Longmont. again, I can't say much good about Longmont, Weld County, Greeley. It seems like they have a culture up there that attracts these people. I don't know what it is, but my God, even the government up there is corrupt. I've been fighting this for so long. It's just Weld County, the Weld County corruption, oh my God. I don't even want to get started on the government. But it's like, hey, you want to screw people? Come to Weld County. I don't even know. Is Longmont, Weld County, whatever it is, Longmont sucks too. And when it comes to car dealers and businesses, and it's just, I don't know. Look, here's the deal. They won't come on the air. I want them to come on the air. I want them to say why they collected in full, promised delivery, and still hasn't moved his stuff. That's what I'd like to know. In fact, you should call him, ask him that question. Just ask him. I mean, all we want to know, don't be vulgar, don't be ridiculous. Just say, hey, why is it that you brag about, STS relocation? And this is, by the way, 303-776-8529. You brag about how great you are, right? Yet you haven't moved this guy's stuff. You haven't even moved it. Look, you got a bad situation here. And the guy you're supposed to contact, they want you to email is joe@stsrelocation.com. Now, again, 303-776-8529. Another reason why the Better Business Bureau should never, ever be trusted, ever. I'm telling you that, in my opinion, the Better Business Bureau does more harm than anything. And you know what's really crazy? Channel 9 kisses their ass, this new consumer guy on Channel 9, supposedly a consumer investigation. He ought to investigate the members that are in jail and the members that have been arrested for fraud and the A+ ratings for the crooked people, like these people. That's what he ought to do. I mean, it's funny how people go to the Better Business Bureau for experts. I'd like to know if anyone at the Better Business Bureau ever talks to consumers. Oh, I'm not talking about their emails. I'm talking about talking to people, actually going out in the community and seeing what the problems are. I wonder. All they do is collect money and give their stupid seal, which means nothing. It is a dinosaur. It is a dinosaur right now. What we need is another organization that will take its place and mean something. And I'm telling you, it almost inevitably, when we get terrible complaints about a company, they are highly rated by the Better Business Bureau. And no one in the media will ever hold their feet to the fire. No, they won't. All they're going to do is, because it's the BBB. People hear BBB, that must be good, the BBB. The Better Business Bureau. I want to know any member who tells me they get anything of value from the BBB. We ought to come up with another name for the initials BBB, because it ain't Better Business Bureau. Okay,
what would you suggest I do?
Okay, Jim, I suggest that you sue them for breach of contract. Okay. But I don't have your contract, so I don't know if it really does guarantee that date or just gives an estimated date. I would also call North American, although I'm not really sure if they are North American. I really am not sure of that. So call, when you call up there, they won't talk to you, right?
I bet now he probably will not take my call.
Well,
sure.
You said he didn't before, and he didn't take ours either.
No, he didn't. He hasn't been taking them.
And when you say he, who have you been dealing with? Joe?
It's Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy. What a nice name. Jimmy. Why don't you give us a call, Jimmy, you coward? 303-776-8529. Just talk to us, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. You're so well rated. Call us. We will give you free commercials. Tell us how great you are, that you have stuff that hasn't moved, and it was supposed to be in West Virginia a week ago or more. Jimmy. Or actually the 24th, right? Was that the
Yeah, the 24th. That was the last date of the delivery. The range was from the 17th to the 24th.
Do you have any guarantees in that contract at all, other than you're guaranteed to be screwed? I don't know. Are there any guarantees?
Not really.
Jimmy. I hope I'm
but at
wrong.
this point, would it make-
I'm only giving
would it
my
make
opinion
sense?
based on this information. I hope I'm wrong. Come on, Jimmy. Live up to that 5 rating or whatever the hell the Better Business Bureau gave you. Come on, Jimmy. By the way, people, if you want Jimmy and STS relocation, call them 303-776-8529. Now, let me get serious with you. I'm going to be serious with you. You made a mistake choosing them, okay? And the problem when you make a mistake choosing a mover, they have your stuff and you're held hostage. So now you're at their mercy. I'm telling you the truth, okay? So practically there really isn't much you can do. There isn't. Without a great mover, there's not much you can do. You're at their mercy. Now you could sue them and come down on them. We can continue to wage war with these people until you get your stuff. And we will. That's all we can do, is hope that people respond. So
even if I went there, I couldn't get the.
I don't know. Will they let you get your stuff? Ask them.
I don't know. I will ask them that.
You would think they would at least talk to you, but here is a customer that can't even talk to them, and they have his stuff hostage. So why did they move it from your place to their warehouse?
Well, the logic there was they would be loading it onto a bigger truck and sending it east with other people's furniture and doing multiple deliveries.
Remember this, people. STS relocation. I would stay away from them. See if they'll call them again. 303-776-8529. I would love to see if they'll come on the air. These freaking idiots. We got more coming up.
All right.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
We're starting to move a lot better here. If you're southbound 225, there was that grass fire north of 6th Avenue. Fire trucks rolled in, blocked off the right lanes. They got the fire out. The right lanes reopened now. And southbound 225 looks a lot better down from I-70. So no problems as you make that trip across Aurora. We do have a little slowing southbound I-25. I-70 getting down south of Spear. Otherwise, we're looking good up and down the corridor. Westbound 270 a little backed up approaching Vasquez, putting the wraps on a crash here at Arapahoe and Hawley. Denver weather for the rest of the afternoon, generally sunny. We got a few clouds out here, high up near 88. It's 74 now. With your Impact Traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
You know, Fix It 24/7 is truly one of the only places that I truly trust for the extreme clean of your furnace or AC or both. Just $39 for new customers only. $39. You get your furnace ready for winter. And they'll go through the whole thing and truly tune and clean it. And it's second to none. It's not just a cursory look at this damn thing. It's a real deal. They spend more than an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, to get this thing in tip-top shape. That's what you want, instead of costly repairs. FixMyHome.com. FixMyHome.com. 720-526-3939. And I can't say enough about Excel Roofing. Man, if you need a roof, no one does it better than Excel Roofing. And of course, I talk about their full array of services, their repair department. They have service. They know attic ventilation. And when you have your roof done, they make sure the entire roof system is operating efficiently. They don't take a cent until you're content. It's the kind of company that you want when it comes to your roof. Yeah. Imagine. There are zero, and I mean zero problems when it comes to Excel because you don't pay a dime. not a cent until you're content. So call the company I call when I need a roof. Excel as in excellent. ExcelRoofing.com, 303-761-6400. Hey, you know what? There are investments of all kinds. There is no one investment that's perfect or not perfect, but there are investments that are guaranteed. And there are investments that are conservative and safe and grow steadily. One of them is a fixed indexed annuity offered by Joe Chiano and his team, a certified financial planner, and you can find them at mymoneymyway.com, 303-779-6600.
Thank you.
Beautiful in Colorado.
Mark Wisely must have left.
If a mover does.
No.
What's that?
If they leave the state,
I thought that Mark used his better judgment and left, but nope,
Won't
he's
get
still here.
involved.
Oh.
If they leave the state.
Yeah. But I don't even know what these people are about. I can't believe how the Better Business Bureau gives out great ratings. I swear to God.
You sort of have Better Business Bureau derangement syndrome. Did you know that?
But because they purport themselves to be just the opposite of what they are.
Nope, I understand that happens in politics too.
Jimmy's getting upset.
Well, I like that the guy put air tags on his furniture and he knows right where it is.
That was smart, actually.
Like I say, I'm not doing anything later. I'll head up there with the van, see what happens. Even my daughter knows that if something goes south, she can always visit me on Thursdays. She doesn't mind talking through some plexiglass to dear old Dad.
We need somebody to call up there. Chopper, give him to Chopper.
Kel, did you get Jim's info?
Chopper is not taking cases today.
Well, he's certainly on YouTube making noise.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, he emailed me this morning and said that he couldn't take cases.
Well, you know, as a pilot, sometimes you spend your whole day with your joystick in your hand, and you just don't want to be bothered.
God, yeah, man.
What? He's a pilot. Tom understands.
Chopper said to email him.
Oh, okay.
He said afternoon he could do it.
Hang on.
Well, it's
Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
I'll tell you what, BBB never meant less than Built Back Better. Both BBBs. Anyway, let's talk to Randy. Randy, what's going on with you, Randy?
Well, after hearing your previous callers talk about his experience with Brakes Plus, I felt compelled.
Yeah, the Brakes Plus one. The Brakes Plus one really sounds silly. This guy spent a lot of money with them, and they can't even figure out how to bleed the brakes properly. What's going on with you?
Well, I'd like to preface my call by saying I believe the Brakes Plus goes for the dabbles and brakes.
Is that his call or is that us guys? What? Tell me what's happening. Shannon?
I don't think there's a way I can do that.
What do you mean? I mean, is it his?
I'd have to muffle him with a pillow. I don't think it's me.
Okay. So, Randy, your call is your call is weak here, but so what's going on with Firestone?
Well, it's not Fire. It's Firestone Brake Plus. Okay. I had Brake Plus do a brake job on a Honda Element. I'm a full-time Uber driver. Been driving for 8 years, so I have to get my brakes replaced frequently.
Yeah.
I took my car into Brake Plus for a brake inspection.
Yeah.
It came back with a price of like $1,400. That was more than I wanted to spend. I told them that. They started to pressure me into doing other things with the car that I didn't want to do. I mean, they were visibly upset. I didn't want to have them replace my brakes. I got my car home. I did an oil change, which I do all the time, and my drain plug was about 1/4 turn away from falling out.
Wait, your oil drain plug? Hold on. I'm going to come back to you on this.
Okay.
MK.
You know, how is it that they have a great rating with the Better Business Bureau and great reviews, and their previous name sucks all over the internet? Jesus, how does that happen?
Well, sometimes you can change the name of a thing and it still sucks,
So when I was looking up STS and Sievers, the previous name, and here's what's weird about it. I get ads for guess what? Now remember, I haven't written or searched for it at all. For QC Whole House fans. Now, Mark, they're listening to me. They're not just getting my search results from the search.
Yes, I know.
They listen to us, Mark.
I know.
Have you done a test on that, Mark?
Hey, listen, I was typing in Marc Mager and I got ads for dumbasses. I can't believe it.
All right, try to be more creative.
Okay.
There's a video of a guy out there that says, okay, and he holds up a sign.
Yeah.
That says dog treats on it. He goes, I'm gonna talk about this in a minute, but let's look at my search now. He just went on to Google and looked for something, and whatever Facebook, whatever page didn't have anything about dog treats. But he says, I'm gonna talk about this after I close my browser. And then he goes on and he says, I need dog treats. I want affordable dog treats. My dog loves treats. Need to shop for some dog treats. Reopens Google and bam, it's there. I mean, it's obviously not edited, and it's the laptop, the phone is listening. There's no way around it.
I love how you guys think that's new news.
No. I'm saying that there are finally some people sitting there doing videos. Because we talk about it, but I hadn't seen a lot of footage.
Alexa, shut Shannon up.
Hey, Alexa's going to have to stick something in my mouth for that, baby. Come here. But there was a fun little nightmare this past week with AI. You hear lots of stories about AI doing awful stuff. Company came up with a scientific research AI to help them with cancer research and some other stuff. And they'd given it a problem and a time limit. They said, work on this for the next 3 days. If you don't come up with anything, we'll shut down and try again. The computer figured out, the AI figured out it had a time limit, but that it wasn't going to meet the limit, so it rewrote the program to extend the limit. It didn't work on the problem, it rewrote its time constraint.
That's kind of cool.
That's scary. That's not cool. That's not cool at all.
I think it's cool.
That's like so many of the employees you've had where you finally have to sit them down and go, if you'd spend as much time working as you do thinking about not working, you'd actually be good.
That's true.
What? What? Oh, I saw what you did there. You have to sit them down and go, oh, you hit listening to me? Yeah. Oh, there was a bad call, and he's like, Shannon, is that us? I pretty much have to smother him.
No.
Praise be to Allah. There's one thing I don't have to do.
Well, there's nothing this weekend, and then the following weekend they're away, so you're good.
I got the younger fellows' balls up Thursday.
Oh, ooh. You do like young men's balls in your face.
My God.
It's weird, yeah. Yeah, I am. Okay. You wouldn't know it to look at me. That might be time to check out one of these dentist sponsors. Okay. Well, you know, we've got people on TV here. Yeah, I'm just trying to leave something to remember tonight. I'm not here tomorrow. Ah, yes. Don't you forget about me. Go. Second wife sort of knew the singer. Oh, just leave it up. She wouldn't answer that part, but she said that he wanted her to move back out. So in fight, she'd always mention.
She's like,
Sister Blue Usher, so I'm just
Nobody has the best X story than Dragon. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
why won't I'm wondering
The lesbian.
bank robber prostitute.
if
Robber.
hey Kachina,
Yes.
10 seconds.
I want to know if Chopper's going to call these assholes. Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran, the realestateman.com. If you're wondering what your house will sell for, because we're in a state of flux, interest rates, supply and demand, all kinds of stuff, property taxes, comps for your neighborhood. Frank Duran will go through your entire house, property comps, all of the elements, and come up with a price he believes your house will sell for on this market, free of charge. It's complimentary. No pressure to list. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com. Hey, TJ's with me from Elite Garage Floors. A quick question I had texted about garage floors. Somebody wants to know, mag chloride, will that do anything to your garage floors? TJ, what about it?
If you don't have a coating, that's what makes the spalding.
Yeah.
But once our
your coatings are impervious to all that stuff?
Except for battery acid and brake fluid.
Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's good. So what does brake fluid do?
It just stains it. Because
Okay, but it doesn't eat it up.
Correct.
What eats it up? Battery acid.
Battery acid.
Huh. Okay. So somebody else wants to know, because they heard me on YouTube talking to you. How do you repair bad spots if somebody has a bad job but only a few? Say, like even what do they talk about? Even a blind squirrel or something can find some acorns now and then, and even a bad clock is good twice a day. So even some bad spot. I mean, seriously now, I'm serious. On a bad coating job, there are some people that do like that. There's bad spots, but it does adhere because it's a good product. So, what do you do with bad spots, big areas?
We kind of just grind it and repair those areas.
Yeah. So this is good about polyaspartic. It will take to itself. I mean, you can lay it down. Does it blend or not?
After about 6 months, it blends. Yes.
Okay. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. When do you decide that it needs to be completely redone?
If it's peeling up more than like $1 bill, where you could just grab it and it just keeps peeling.
Jeez, okay. What of it? Okay. 303-713-TALK. Let's talk to Randy. Wait. Is this? Oh, wait. No. Is this a different one or the same one with Brakes Plus? Is this a different Brakes Plus problem? Randy?
Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
It was Glenn with Brakes Plus.
That's right.
Tom.
Sorry. Glenn, yeah. This is a different one. Go ahead, Randy. Continue your story.
Well, again, I took multiple vehicles as Brakes Plus. I had a car they did a brake repair on. They replaced the pads and the rotors. It had a lifetime guarantee. I took it back for the lifetime guarantee because they wore out before they should.
Okay.
They were visibly upset that I even brought it back in. And after they did the brakes, by the way, the labor wasn't covered, just the parts.
So wait a minute. So Randy, you went to Brakes Plus one time and then went back under the warranty.
Right. And then I went back a third time, and that's why I'm calling.
Okay.
So they did. They replaced the brakes under warranty. They were happy about it.
And then why did you go back a third time?
The third time, there was 2 or 3 years after that I went back in to have a brake inspection done. Just an inspection, they offer that. And I had the brake inspection done. They told me I needed new brakes and rotors. It was going to be about $1,300. I decided I didn't want to go ahead with that.
But you mentioned a lifetime warranty. Do they have a lifetime warranty?
If you buy their top package, they at the time they guaranteed the pads. They didn't guarantee the labor, so you still have to pay for the labor to have the pads put in, but they guarantee the pads.
And did you have that done?
Yes.
Okay, but then the second time you went back for the inspection,
Second time
they said you need more work done.
Yeah, and it was to the tune of about $1,300.
And you decided you didn't want to do it?
And again, this is why my car is still up on the rack. They again were not happy. I mean, you could tell they were visibly upset.
Why? Why are they not happy? That sounds like, well, I don't understand. Why wouldn't they be happy to have a customer come back and have work done?
Because I didn't want them to repair my brakes after they did the free inspection.
Oh, I got it. Okay, got it.
Okay, so I got the car back home, and I do my own oil changes. And I got underneath the car to do the oil change, and I torqued my oil plug. I used a torque wrench. I torqued it to 20
And
pounds.
you said they had almost backed it out completely.
It was about a quarter to a half a turn from falling out of the pan altogether.
Do you think that's because they were mad at you?
Yes, I do. I do. I would not be upset if I thought it was something that I did, and I've been doing oil changes for all my life. I would never have That would have never happened.
Okay, now, did you call them back and tell them that?
No, I'm not going to. No, because they treated me so rudely when I was in there the initial time that I wanted nothing to do with them, and I'll never go back to them ever again. And I'm grateful I have the opportunity to speak about this on your show.
Now, did you go back and get a second opinion anywhere?
No, I ended up going onto YouTube and figured out how to do it myself, and I did it myself.
You mean the brakes?
The brakes, the pads, and the rotors. It cost me $200 for the pads, the rotors, and 3 hours of my time, as opposed to paying $1,300.
Wow. Okay. But Randy, it's hard to say. I know you're convinced that they backed out your oil plug. Do you think? I mean, that's just to be mean.
I would hope that this wouldn't happen, but after the way they treated me, the way they high pressured me into doing things I didn't want to do, I had to tell them multiple times I didn't want them to do certain things to my car. Yeah, they were visibly upset, and that's why I honestly believe that they did do that. Maybe it was a disgruntled mechanic or a service writer. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I do believe they did that.
Wow. So
I would never use them myself. Okay.
Well, no, you know, so you want to let people know?
Yeah, I do. Like I said, I think Brakes Plus is a high-pressure sales organization that dabbles in brakes. I think that's all they are. I would never go back there.
Over the years, okay, in the beginning, we didn't have many complaints about them, but they've increased over the years, over the last few years. I don't know if what's changed about the company. I really don't know who owns the company anymore, if it's still a family. I forget the family that owned it. I don't forget. I mean, I used to know them, I should say. Pichetta, yeah. Do you think they're still the owners? I don't know.
I don't know, but honestly, we don't get many complaints on it.
No, but they've increased where we never got any, and they're all about this high-pressure stuff is what I'm thinking. Now,
yeah,
I'll tell you where we got a lot of complaints about that went down a lot was Pep Boys. God, did we get a lot of complaints about Pep Boys.
Yeah, it looks like they sold in September.
Who did?
Of 2017.
Pep Boys?
No. Brakes Plus.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, I also had a bad experience with Firestone recently, and Firestone advertises that you can get your Uber vehicle inspected. You have to have that done annually for $22. We took my car in to have it inspected. They told me I needed new brakes and new rotors, okay? But I know how to do the brakes, so I took the car home. I did the rotors. I did the rotors and the brakes.
You know what? Back. You are what people in the biz call a pain in the ass.
No, why? Why?
Well, because he goes in to get stuff inspected.
Oh.
When he needs things, he goes home and YouTubes it and does them himself.
Oh, I get it. He takes advantage of the free stuff.
I'm not taking advantage. They charged me for the inspection.
Oh, well, that's different.
Okay, so I paid to have the vehicle inspected. I took the car back again. The brakes were redone.
I get it. I get it.
Brakes. Okay, but then they did another inspection on the car, and then they found out. They said that the trunk light was bad, and it had to be replaced. They were going to pass me because of that, and they wanted to charge me $150 to replace the bulb. And I thought that was pretty high, and I asked them why. They said it was really hard to get to. Okay, well, I went on YouTube again. It said pop open the trunk, reach back, unscrew the bulb, put the new one in, and voila. That was what they wanted to charge me $150 for it. Firestone.
Well, Randy, there's nothing wrong with...
Hold on. He pays $22 to go there to get the Uber inspection. How much is that generally if you went to a dealership or went somewhere? I don't know. How much?
It could be anywhere from $22 to $75. Depends on who you go to. But if they're advertising, they do Uber inspections.
I get it. And Randy, I'm on your side. I didn't call you a pain in the ass. Mark did. because it
No,
takes
I
one to
said
know one.
people in that industry would refer to him as a pain in the ass.
I don't think you are, Randy. I think you're a smart consumer. More power to you. What is your complaint about I-70, Susan? What the heck's going on with I-70?
It's been like this since springtime, and I've been trying to get someone to do a cleanup.
A cleanup? Tell me what's going on.
Okay. It's on Interstate 70 going east, and you want to take off. You want to take the Federal exit. It's 3000 West Federal exit.
Okay, and what about it?
70.
So Federal and 70.
Right. From the start of it all the way up to the light is just filled with trash and vagrants and.
Well, that's all over the place. You just happen to find a pocket.
Right. No, I realize that, but I'm trying to find someone that could clean it up, pick it up, and I've got 4 numbers. They keep.
Nobody
giving
will.
me one number.
I mean, they have their hands full. Listen, I will tell you, they have their hands full. And truly, I'm not going to throw stones at it, because have you seen, there are certain pockets. Now, I haven't seen that one, but there are certain pockets in this country. I mean, in this area. Oh my God, they're unbelievable. They're just so difficult to keep clean, because you say vagrants, homeless, the unhoused, whatever you want to call them. Some of them, they just trash the hell out of this place. There's an area over on Cherry Creek Drive North where they fix cars on the side near the creek. And they literally have all of the stuff out there, and every night you'll have different cars over there. They go to work on their cars and leave all the trash. But what do you do about it? You said you were trying to get them to clean it. Who did you call?
Oh, I called 311, and then they
Yeah.
They said it basically wasn't their job. They transferred me to neighborhood inspection because I told them there is waste there, there's trash. Neighborhood inspection, and then they said they only do private property, so they transferred me to right-of-way services. And they said it wasn't their job, so then they transferred me to CDOT Regional Area 1. And I got hung up once, no big deal. Okay, then it put me to leave a message, so I left a message.
Oh, man.
And
so you're not getting it. I don't know if you're going to get anybody to do anything. No one is being held accountable. I mean, it's not like somebody's going to get fired. It just sucks, man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
when you get a little wind and it just blows all over the place, and it's just
No, I get you. Look, I'm not saying you don't have a legitimate complaint. I'm truly telling you that I do not believe that there is really anything you can do about it. Really. I mean, I don't think anybody gives a damn, if you want to know the truth. I don't think anybody does. I would like to tell you, oh yeah, we're going to call and get it done. But I don't know. Who do you blame?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who to blame. Does anyone think, and again, I'm not tossing stones at this guy, I don't know him that well, that the new mayor, is he doing any good or is he doing worse? I mean, I don't know. How was it before him? Do you think?
I don't either. Yeah.
What do you think?
In some ways, I think he does good. In other ways, I don't.
He doesn't seem like a bad guy to me, is what I mean. I don't know, but I don't know what he's actually doing. Is he exacerbating the problem, or is he making it better?
And I know his big job was to get homeless off the street, and I do think he's done a good job at that.
He's done nothing on that. What do you? I don't understand what you mean by that.
Well, I mean, he takes them as many as he can off the street and just puts them in hotels or whatever, but it's no long-term.
And that's a good thing?
Solution.
Well, she's saying it's better than nothing, maybe.
He kicks the can down the street at best.
Correct, yes.
Well, what the hell's so good about that? That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
Well, to a point that if I see a lady carrying a baby, I think it's good that she doesn't have to sit there and just
Yeah, I know what
stay
you're
in,
saying. I
underneath
know
the
what you're
bush.
saying. Yeah.
You know, so I got a heart, and you know.
Well, no,
yeah.
but what happens after the 2 weeks and she's got to go then? I mean, it's not like the kid
Yeah.
grew up.
I know. Well,
We got to take a break, buddy.
I
Yeah,
really
but-
feel, but I don't know if I should be saying it.
No, I know. Okay, we got to take a break. I'm Tom Martino, 303.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, 303-713-8255. If anybody knows who to complain to that gets things done, please let us know.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
ZeroResDenver.com. Zero Res. If you're looking to get a great deal with carpets, you can, but that's not the reason I call them. I call them because they have the best carpet cleaning available and the healthiest. That's right. They use this softened, super softened, purified water that can wash away and absorb all the pathogens, get rid of them. And they also use less water, so you have no dirt attracting residue, and your carpets dry faster. Safe for kids, safe for pets, safe for the whole family, safe for indoor air quality. Right now, you know, if you buy 2 rooms, get 2 rooms done, they do 2 rooms free. That's a cool deal from a great place. ZeroResDenver.com. Did you hear me? Buy 2, get 2. 303-471-5150. That is a great deal. 471-5150, ZeroResDenver.com. Red Rocks Roof and Solar. You know what the great deal with Red Rocks is? When you get a solar system from Red Rocks, they help you not only with the sales and picking the right system, but the installation and the service. They can also help you with tax credits and discounts and special grants available for commercial systems. And they have a guaranteed activation date, or they pay for the energy it should be producing. You don't get more than that from any solar system. Red Rocks RS, that stands for Red Rocks Roof and Solar, redrocksrs.com. John Fuller is an accident attorney. What does that mean? If you're injured in an accident, call him. Now, let me just say something serious about John Fuller. He cares about people, and he is experienced on not only evaluating cases for what they're worth, but whether or not you should pursue them, because he looks to see where you collect. You know, a good case means nothing without the ability to collect. John Fuller will go over all of the elements of your case free of charge, free legal advice, and other advice. Call him, find out what your case is worth, find out how he plans to collect before you hire him. If you do hire him, you get his cell phone number. You can call or text at any time, and he stays in continual contact with you. PersonalInjuryCO.com is the website, PersonalInjuryCO.com, 303-597-4500. Okay. I got to come up with a song for the Better Business Bureau. Seriously, I'm going to start doing my own spoofs.
Yeah, you were right.
Oh, weird.
Really weird.
What happened here? Wait, what?
good is this? What good is this stupid map? Nothing's labeled. How the hell would you even know where you are?
What?
No streets, no roads, nothing labeled. Oh, that's
Damn
good.
it.
Yeah.
No, she's swearing, not talking to you. I know it's very similar, but
Wait a minute, what the hell's that? What the hell's that?
When it comes to women in sports, Elf Beauty is all about leveling the playing field. The same goes for the boardroom, where Elf is one of only 4 publicly traded U.S. companies with a board that's 2/3 women and 1/3 diverse. Learn more at elfbeauty.com.
10 seconds here, Tom.
Fiduciary Advisors, TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, Tom,
Yes, sir. What's
I got a
wrong?
great idea.
What's that?
Why don't we get a petition to have all the people that are doing community service get commandeered to clean up some of these sites? They walk along the highway picking up little pieces of garbage. Let's get a bunch of them to clean up some of these sites that are so ungodly.
Well, why aren't they using these? I don't know how they assign those jobs.
Well, wouldn't that be a good idea?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Hey, Doc, you gave me a note saying that you think the concrete guy is a crook.
Oh, yeah, I spoke to him.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. His company name is EIG Concrete, but he had Pam write the check that she did for $3,100 to K&B Concrete. She looked up K&B Concrete, and it had horrible, 1-star reviews. And she thinks that what he's doing every time he gets a bunch of bad reviews just changes the name of his company. At any rate, he is putting her off. We had a 3-way conversation, and he keeps saying, well, yeah, maybe I'll get to it in 2 weeks. So he is obviously unresponsive. So if anybody is doing business with EIG Concrete or K&B Concrete, just beware that one...
Okay, so
Hernandez
there's 2
may
of
be-
them. Okay. Now, so it's what are the names again?
The one that is really bad is K&B Concrete. And the one he's working under now is EIC Concrete. And his name is Juan Hernandez. And Pam is going to take him to small claims court.
Juan Hernandez. Okay. Okay.
Hey, Tom, can I just say one thing
Yeah.
about... I was very disappointed. I brought my car to Cobblestone Car Wash.
Yeah.
It was $23 for a, quote, full service
Yeah.
car wash.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything on the inside. They didn't vacuum it. And when normally when you come out of a car wash that you pay a lot of money for, they have people with, rags to wipe it down.
Yeah.
They had nothing. It was no better than one of those $5 drive-thrus where you just have no people there. So I think Cobblestone is a total ripoff. I was really disappointed.
Wow. I love Waterway. I mean, of the local ones, they're a good. They're
Yeah, I
really-
think so.
Now,
But this was close, and I would just tell people, don't go to Cobblestone if you want to get a good car wash.
okay. Now, David has an issue with Champ. Again, Champ is an old dealer name in town from the Champ family. The dad had it, and then Lisa, the daughter, took it over, and I think she's retired, and now the son, Lisa's son, might have it. Since Lisa's son took over, complaints have really escalated, really. I mean, a notable difference. under the son's leadership. What's going on, David?
Hi, Tom.
What's happening?
My granddaughter went down to Champ Ford used cars last week, about 4 days ago.
It's
And
called. Is it
she
called
looked-
Champ Ford Used? Or is
well,
it
it's
Champ
Champ
Ford?
but they have used cars.
And
you know,
where
they
is
have
this
used
Champ
cars
Ford?
on their lot.
Where's Champ Ford located?
On Havana.
Okay.
Okay. And she was looking for a vehicle, and there was one there that she liked. It was a 2016 Civic. And they were asking $15,988 for it.
16.9, got
And the
it.
thing that and it was supposedly it's advertised in as a.
Did she? By the way, did she buy it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And it was a certified used car, and you know what that means.
Nothing.
Certified used car. In other words, well, the
It
salesman
means
told her
nothing.
that everything
If you're talking about legally,
Well,
it means nothing. So go ahead.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he told her everything was checked out. So, by the way, she went ahead and purchased it, and she drove it off the lot.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 days later, she has no brakes. I mean, and I remember you talking before about used cars.
Yeah.
They have to be safe when you buy them. They have to be safe. She has a young child.
Hold on.
That's 3
Hold
years
on. What I mean is there's basic safety is one of the as is necessary things unless it's a towaway.
Right. And they told her the kid told her she's young, so she doesn't.
So
know
what did
anything,
she
but-
do 3 days later when the brakes went out?
Well, she called up and they told her, so what?
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, what they meant was, how do we know that they were bad when you bought the car?
Well, that's just it.
See, David, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Well, what was the problem with the brakes?
Well, they're all shot. All the the pads are all wore. They told her that they had plenty of life left on them because they'd been checked out in service department. But she drove it, for 2-3 days, and her brakes went totally out. And so she called over there, and basically they just said no, they're not worried about it.
Right.
But here's the thing.
I don't think she has a legal leg to stand on because she drove away as is. The car operated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and here's what's crazy about this as is and safe. Yeah, vehicles have to be safe. So let me tell you what that means. If you were buying this car from Champ the right way, and you said to them, I want to get a pre-buy inspection, and you saw that it needed brakes, and you go to them and say, hey, Champ, it needs brakes, and they can say, okay, we'll do the brakes. It's no longer 16.9. We're now going to charge 17.6. I'm not, and there's nothing you can do about it. So what I'm getting at is this. Technically, you are correct. The cars are supposed to be sold in a safe, roadworthy condition. But it's by no means what you think it is. It doesn't mean perfect. It doesn't even mean close to perfect. It means that the brakes stopped the car and at the time of sale. It doesn't mean that they're going to last at all. Nothing does. But it's just, we have, like in this state, we had no rights for renters for years and years, no habitability standards. And I would have to tell renters, you know what, I'm sorry about that, blah, blah, blah. You have to pay your rent. You have to do this. You have to do that. And then the legislature went nuts on on renters' rights. They did. And some of it's really good. Now, here's the deal. We have no rights with used cars, technically. We don't. We really don't. And I wish they would put effort into that just to make it so they can't sell them, but until it's a certain standard where you don't have to prove it, it just has to have a sticker or something saying this is the standard. But if they do that, for cars will not be as affordable as they are. There's always a cost to this stuff. But where are we going with this? What do you think should happen? Are you trying to get Champ to pay for this? Because they're not going to.
Well, here's the thing.
And by the way, no used car dealer would pay for it.
Yeah. I knew Lisa Champ. I'm an old car dealer from the old days.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Champ has a great name.
Had.
And that would be the last. Had a great name, okay? So the last thing that you'd want to do, obviously, is, take advantage of some young person doesn't know squat. Put him out on the street and listen to this one.
Well, wait a minute, David. Wait a minute. What if they didn't know it was bad? They didn't know those brakes were going to go out in 3 days.
Well, the salesman said that they were checked out and they were fine. So the salesman...
Hold on. Does she have proof of that?
They were fine.
Does she have proof of that?
Yes, she does.
Huh?
Yeah, well, that's what they told her.
Does she have proof?
Well, what's proof?
Well, what I'm saying is a misrepresentation for a direct sale is fraud in the inducement. So...
Right. Well, she just went off of what he said. So here's the bottom line, because I listen to you all the time.
So what do you think? No. I don't like people lying to people. If he lied to her, you see, when people say stuff like that, I say, put it on the invoice. Put it on the sales.
You gotta take a break.
That the brakes are fine. Hold on a second. I got to take this break. I will come back to you. You were going to make a point, so I'm going to let you make that point. Hang on. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-8255. Compass Insurance Group, by the way, doing insurance checkups for free. Find out if you're paying too much or if you have a great deal. No charge. 303-996-9000.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Over on the west end of town, I-70 westbound at Steel Street and Vasquez, we've got a crash off on the right shoulder with stop and go back from Monaco and Dahlia. We're seeing about 3 minutes of delays. It's an otherwise calm drive throughout the Denver metro this afternoon. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds through town, as well as up north to the Fort Collins area and down south to Colorado Springs. Back to town on the south end, I-225 north and southbound, no complaints through Aurora and the Denver Tech Center. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, partly cloudy skies, high 88 today, overnight low of 57. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 87. The current temperature in Denver is 79 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Labor Day weekend savings are here at Lowe's. Right now, buy one, get one free on select interior paint via Lowe's gift card rebate. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details. Valid through 9/4.
You know, one thing I can highly recommend is the Deep Extreme Clean from Fix-It 24/7. You see, dirt's the #1 killer and cutter down of efficiencies when it comes to furnaces and ACs. We have plenty of cooling left, and it depends on your furnace to cool, but the winter is coming, and way before we get into heating, why don't you get your furnace completely checked and deep cleaned? If you've never had it done, it's only $39 for new customers. You will have an extraordinary deal. FixMyHome.com. That's 720-526-3939. I just can't. Sometimes I don't know what it is. I get this attack, and it's not. Okay. This moving company sucks. I want to go. Chopper, hang on. I'm going to come to you. So, that big commercial job that you had, what was it that cost that much money?
It was like a metallic floor. It was a big museum.
What do you mean, like metallic? The finish looked metallic?
So it looked like marble floors. So.
Can you do slick floors?
Yeah. Like here's a countertop we did. Oh.
What's that?
It's epoxy.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the
Just,
Tom Martino Show.
The old counter. Yeah, it was just that cheap laminate.
Oh.
And
Okay.
And it's stuck.
What's your name?
oh yeah, we put like a glue on there,
What did you
and
want to talk about?
I mean you can make it do whatever you want.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So it was just a big like museum
Gotcha.
in Utah we went out for.
Now, that was a...
Just a countertop. There's like a basement.
Oh, my God, that looks exactly like marble.
Yeah. But you don't have to worry about anything.
How do you do that? The swirling like that?
It's just all with the paint roller and just how it flows and everything.
Happens. I mean, because it's not like this all the time. I start sneezing and...
Ten seconds here, Tom.
Cell Roofing, 303-761-6400.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So I want to finish up here because, I mean, I know David's point. It's too bad you buy used cars and things happen. And he thinks the guy lied to her, took advantage of her. So where are we going with the story? Because if you were in the business, David, you know you're not going to get Sham to do anything.
Okay, but at least I'm talking to you about it.
No, I understand that, and I sympathize with you. I really do. I think everyone needs to get used cars checked out completely before they buy them.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you, but you know, when you use the word certified, what's the word certified?
I told you it means nothing. It sounds like it means something.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but you're in the know and she ain't. But she asked him what a certified means, and he gave her the pitch. But here's the bottom line, because just my opinion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because things have changed. Look, she bought a car for $16,000, put $6,500 down, cash. she bought a warranty. They slammed a warranty on her for $3,200, Tom. A warranty for $3,200. Her payments are $300.
Wait a minute.
a month.
Wait a minute. What year car was this?
It was a
2016.
2016
So wait,
Civic.
she bought a warranty that's 25% of the value?
Well, she didn't know that. They sold that to her. I mean, they slipped
Excuse me,
by her.
David, did she buy it?
Well, of course she bought it.
Now, you used the term they sold it to her. I used the term she bought it. Both of them are correct.
Well, yeah. What I'm just saying is,
Now,
this
you can go back.
for your
I
girl.
think you can go back and get the money back on that warranty.
Well, I hope so. You know what? I did the numbers, Tom.
Did
And
you
I
call
know
back? I want to take one thing at a time. The most important thing here is that she spent $4,000 some odd dollars on a warranty on a 2016 vehicle. She can get that back.
I hope so.
How long has she owned it?
Yeah. She's like about 4 days.
Go back and get that thing undone. I mean, I've never heard of one that's not refundable.
Right. Well, I hope that is refundable.
Will you call for her?
Yeah. Well, I called and they wouldn't even talk to me. But here's the thing. Think about this, Tom.
Do
Because I
you
know-
want help getting back $4,000? You keep glossing over it.
Yes, I'll go down there and talk to him. But I'm just adding on what you said.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
I'm
Sorry.
saying the total of her $6,500 down. She's making $350 payments for 69 months at 20%. That comes to a total of $30,652.
Yeah, but you can't do that, David. If you ever were, I don't think you really did work in the business because you're sounding like you're surprised. All car loans do that.
Well,
with all car loans, you're paying 3 or 4 times the value. All I'm saying is this: no, it's a bad deal. But David, your daughter made that deal.
Granddaughter.
Oh, I'm sorry, granddaughter. You know, you got to help her out, man. You got to help her out. No, am I saying she deserves it because she? Of course not. But gosh, dang it. We got to help people out.
Do you remember the old days when they took care of people?
No, never did. No, actually, no, David, you're dreaming. How old are you?
75.
Okay, I'm 70. David, there were no old days when car dealers took care of you, ever. In fact, if you want to know the truth, car dealers are better now than they used to be. That's the real truth.
Well, now at least we have some legislation.
I gotta take a break, Tom.
I gotta take a break. More coming right up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Over on the west end of town, I-70 westbound at Steel Street and Vasquez, we've got a crash off on the right shoulder with stop and go back from Monaco and Dahlia. We're seeing about 3 minutes of delays. It's an otherwise calm drive throughout the Denver Metro this afternoon. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds through town, as well as up north to the Fort Collins area and down south to Colorado Springs. Back to town on the south end, I-225 north and southbound, no complaints through Aurora and the Denver Tech Center. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, partly cloudy skies, high 88 today, overnight low of 57. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 87. The current temperature in Denver is 79 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your car, home, motorcycle, commercial auto, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
You heard me talk about Discount Bath and how you can get a price right on their site, discountbath.com. You can do your whole bath with a beautiful conversion. And now they're offering their bath to walk-in shower conversion for $98.88, a predictable price they tell you up front. And you can go online and see what a beautiful shower it'll get you, or give them a call, discountbath.com. That's $98.88 for a complete shower conversion from that old ugly tub shower combo, and that's discountbath.com. Let me give you that phone number if you have any questions. 720-979-2322. Now, Keel and Park. Those are attorneys, Keel and Park. I'm going to give you a very important website number to call because you get a free evaluation of your entire estate plan. They'll go over everything complimentary, everything you own, everything you want to leave, all your collectibles, your investments, your savings, your real estate, your vehicles, whatever you have. And then they come up with a plan with flat rate pricing. Yeah. Know the price totally of everything, and you get to choose what you want to do. Keel and Park, lawkp.com, complimentary review of your entire estate, and then flat rate pricing. 970-818-8198. Guy sucks. Chomp sucks. Chomp Automotive Group really sucks.
Almost better to always buy a new, get the 0% financing, everything. Again.
Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. Jay's got a comment on that Brakes Plus issue with David. David's granddaughter went there 2016. Oh, excuse me. No. That's not it. It wasn't David. If you're talking about Brakes Plus, go ahead. What issue are we talking about? Are you talking about the one just now, though? The one with the brakes issue with Chomp? Go ahead. That's the one. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just now with Chomp.
Yeah. No, Jay. I got it wrong. You're right. Go ahead, sir.
Here's something that you might be able to use for a little leverage. I don't know specifically what Sean says or does, but in every dealership on Earth, they always have posted somewhere, and usually a paper that says passed a 99-point safety inspection.
Right.
And if you can go to small claims and say, Judge, this would have never passed under any reasonable circumstances, any kind of safety inspection, he's probably going to go, no kidding. The brake
No. I agree with you. If they make an actual representation, but certified, just the word certified, is not that representation. But Jay, I agree with you. So if you can show that he said the brakes are good, or this passed this, or this did that, if you can show that in writing, I think you have a good chance. Deputy Chopper, I'm going to get to, I promise, about North American Van Lines. It's very important to me. Plus, LG refrigerators coming up. And now... What is this? This is UC Health. I don't get this. What is somebody sending me? Brains rescheduled. Who is this? Oh, is this that fucking guy? Okay. Oh, the lesion, left front, superior frontal. Oh, that's his brain stuff.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show.
White House National Security spokesman John Kirby, there was a relaying at Arlington National Cemetery today. It was in memory of the 13 U.S. service members who were killed. While President Trump attended the ceremony, it was one of the first events in a packed with appearances.
We had a caller that called in whose furniture is being held hostage in Longmont right now because they don't, quote unquote, have any drivers to get into West Virginia.
Hey, Doc?
They were contracting to go to. So that's what's going on.
I don't think he's listening to you.
Of course, this is the story of my life.
It's in the truck.
Prosecutors giving an update on the ongoing investigation into the super yacht which capsized during a storm last week off the coast of Sicily. As ABC's Annette Patera.
Just days after prosecutors launched a manslaughter investigation into the deaths of 7 people, 12 on that super yacht sank off the coast of Sicily, Italian media are reporting the ship's captain has been put under investigation for multiple manslaughter and causing a shipwreck. This comes amid questions as to whether surviving crew members
already assigned indemnity to it, and he has already called the police in Longmont, so he's going to give an update for that. Okay, thanks for listening. All right, take care. All right, bye.
Progressive Insurance makes it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit progressive.com.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show. Okay. All right. Bye.
Ten seconds here, Tom.
Text the nationwide keyword WIN to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest.
Yeah. Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. This hour brought to you by Excel Roofing. And I'm telling you, you don't do better than Excel. You don't pay a cent till you're content. There is absolutely no risk, no long-term contract where they hold you to it. If you change your mind, no penalties. And they will do a complete detailed inspection without ever signing anything. They don't make you sign at the door. They don't rush you into anything. They're not high pressure, and they're great people. The only roofer I've used over my last 45 years, Excel, E-X-C-E-L, excelroofing.com. Yep. Now, let's go to the phones. Deputy Chopper, tell me what is going on with North American. It's not really North American. It's this lousy, good-for-nothing company, I call them, STS Transport or STS Transfer and Storage, Sievers Transfer and Storage. They had a number of names. They've only in STS Relocation. They've only been in business a year. They suck, and they have false ratings, in my opinion, and a great rating with the Better Business Bureau. To be fair, I'm going to say that, but the Better Business Bureau. I mean, come on. These people are stonewalling us. The mere fact they won't talk about this guy that paid in full and can't get his stuff, put an air tag on it, hasn't even moved yet, and he was promised it a few days ago. What's going on?
Well, Tom, you said it. I was very nice. I called him. I said I was from the show. All I wanted to do was please hear his side of the story, and I'm calling about Jim. Boom. That was it. He hung up.
Of course, because in my opinion, he's a sleazebag. A frickin' sleazebag. In fact, it's going to go on the sleaze brigade for everyone to know.
We need to light him up, the number.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these guys think, you think you can screw people and get away with it. Guess what? You can't. Because I'm still on the air. I know a lot of people for 45 years been wishing I wasn't on the air and been trying to take my place and trying to say or get me off the air, but it ain't going to happen right now. Well, I mean, God willing, and the sun don't shine. But, okay, SCS Relocation. Here's the number. You should let them know you heard about them on the show, and they suck. Just like Schomp sucks, by the way. That organization has gone right downhill. Schomp Automotive Group. They suck. It's too bad that we have sucky groups like this, isn't it? STS Relocation, also known as Sievers, they suck. And these people, by the way, here's the number. 303-776-8529. They suck. That's all I can say. What do you call it when you can't get through and you've paid in full and all of your stuff is sitting in Longmont and they won't even answer you? Think about that.
Well, the nice thing is, Tom, Jimmy does answer, so everyone can tell that Jimmy, about it.
Say, Jimmy, listen, this isn't right. This is wrong. And Jimmy, don't say that we're not looking for both sides of the story. Don't ever say that. You've hung up on us 3 times now. And don't say, Jimmy, that we didn't give you a chance, Jimmy. And don't say, Jimmy, that we don't know your true story, because we know you changed your name. And we know the last company got sucky reviews, and this company gets great reviews, and it's in business 1 year. How's that? How is that? Something funny's going on, right? 303-776-8529. That's STS Relocation. Yep. So, people, what you can do, and by the way, you can even do chat their... You can chat on their website, although nobody comes there when you go to there to chat. 303-776-8529. Come to STS Relocation, where we take your stuff, put it away, and you don't hear from us again. Of course, you get to pay us in full. They call it worry-free moving and storage no matter the distance. Yeah, worry-free for you, because you get the money up front. Sons of... I can't stand these jerks. Bob, what's going on with LG Refrigerator? What's going on, Bob?
Yeah. Thank you for taking my call, Tom.
Yes, sir, Bob. What's going on, man?
I've listened to you for a long time. I remember Father John.
Oh, my God, that was a long time ago. What's going on with you?
Well, anyhow, we bought a refrigerator from Lowe's about not quite 5 years ago. It's still under factory warranty, and it stopped working about a month ago, and we've had a couple people look at it, and it's the compressor.
Oh, yeah.
But LG does nothing but mess with us.
Well, let me ask you this, though. It's unusual that you would have a refrigerator under warranty after 5 years.
Well, it's under factory warranty for 5 years, I guess. The compressor is.
So you're still under that warranty.
Yes.
Okay.
We even registered it. We registered the refrigerator when we bought it.
No, I get it. So what do you mean they're messing with you? And how do you know the compressor's out?
Well, I had 2 individuals look at it. before we even tried to do the warranty thing. And they won't mess with it because it has that 600R in it. It's a new refrigerant.
Mm-hmm.
So we called LG, and we've got a case number or a workload or work order, whatever you want to call it. But they say, well, you need this, you need that. We
Like,
tried to
okay,
get
like,
everything
need
we
what?
need.
What is, okay, hold on.
They need a receipt, which we do not have. And one of the ladies we talked to from LG mentioned that, no, you don't need that with all this other stuff we have. And as far as like registering it, and we know the date we bought it because we registered it.
Are they denying that? Is that what they're saying? They can't prove you own it, or they can't prove it's under warranty?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They just want a bunch of stuff we can't give them. Well, a bunch of stuff. A receipt, which we do not have, and we've even gone to Lowe's. We've called even today. We have even personally gone to Lowe's to try and get a receipt. Well, they don't go back that far.
What else?
5
And
years.
okay, they want purchase documentation. What else?
Well, that's it. They just put us off.
Wait, is that all they want? If you give them purchase information, that's all they want?
It seems like it, yes. My wife does all this. She wouldn't call you. So I said, well,
Okay,
I'll call
did you buy it on credit card?
We did, but we don't know which one. And my wife has looked on every credit card we have, and we didn't buy it on the Lowe's credit card.
And
so we
you're
cannot
sure
find out.
that if they look up the serial number, they don't show the warranty registration?
They do show the warranty, and they show, because we gave them that little tag they asked for. You know, there's a tag when you open the door that gives
Yeah,
them
but does it
everything.
show it was registered in your name?
As far as I know, yes.
Well, then that's all you should need. I don't get it.
I know it. Thank you. That's what
Well,
we
I mean,
they just.
What do you mean as far as you know? Did they say it's registered in your name or not?
Well, my wife talked to them, so I'd have to ask her. Yes, I think they did. I didn't talk to them. I can go and ask my wife.
Well, why would they be jerking you around like this?
The only thing I can figure out is they don't want to fix it. At first, she said they can't find anybody in our. We bought it in Pueblo. We live in La Junta. At first, she said we can't find anybody to fix it for you. Well, I found a guy in Fowler, and I talked to him, and he's waiting for LG to contact him. And
listen, hold on.
so
I want to.
okay.
Let's just take one step at a time. They don't even
okay,
acknowledge
yeah,
it.
I get kind of excited. Okay.
They don't even acknowledge that this refrigerator is yours.
Basically, yes.
If they have warranty registration paperwork that says you registered it and you can prove who you are, that should be all you need. So what you need
Can
to...
I give you a work order number?
Nope, not yet. You need
Okay.
to talk to one of my people who will call
Okay.
LG for you. I want to
Cool.
give this... Kachina, is Deputy Bo taking cases, or should we give this to Dollar, or what?
Deputy Bo is not taking cases today, but we can
I can't
definitely
hear
give
you.
it to Dollar.
What you saying, Doc? Did he say anything? I thought I heard Doc.
On their website.
All right, hold on a second, sir. Let's give this to Dollar to just check out this warranty thing. This sucks, man. This guy's getting bounced around like... I hate when these companies treat people like crap. Fran, what is your question on saving money, dear? What is your question?
Hi, Tom. I just have you. I'm a little bit late getting into the game. My little grandchildren are 9 and 10, and I've been meaning for years to start some sort of a savings account for them or an IRA. Or my dad used to buy my kids like savings bonds. I don't even know if you can do that anymore. I can only start with about $1,000 for each one of them. And I want to know what you would suggest I do to maybe have something when they graduate from high school. Or
Well, I'll
something
tell you
for
the
them.
safest stuff. I mean, $1,000 is easy to lose. So I'm going to tell you some of the safest stuff. And you want to keep it for how long?
Well, at least until they're graduating from high school, so about 10 years or more.
Okay, hold on, and we'll talk about that coming up. Hold on.
Have you boosted your business with Lenovo Pro yet? Become a Lenovo for free today and unlock access to Lenovo's exclusive business store for technology, expert advisors, and essential products and services designed just for you. Visit
Mark would like to let you know he's done.
to sign up for free. That's Lenovo.com/Lenovo Pro.
Lenovo.
Unlock new AI experiences with Lenovo's ThinkPad X1 Carbon, powered by Intel Core Ultra processors.
EuroPlumbingColorado.net for the best prices anywhere on water heaters. Do you know you can get a 40-gallon tank fully installed for just $13.99, a 50-gallon for $14.99? No matter what size you want, they will give you the best price. And they say any plumbing repair, put them to the test, including garbage disposals and sump pumps. Call them, 303-668-6844. 668-6844, EuroPlumbingColorado.net. Sheridan Auto Tech does pre-buy inspections for used cars. We've heard enough problems on this show to know you should do that. For $120, they'll go through that entire used car, each system, and they're such honest, good people. I would trust them with anyone. And you know what? They also do repairs and maintenance on all cars, including new cars, to keep them under warranty. Yes, you can have your regular service done by them and save money over the dealer. Plus, they do electrical issues as well. SheridanAutotech.com, 303-455-7242.
Well, I don't have any idea. With global wars, trade wars, currency wars, there's so many things that are so unpredictable right now. Any money in the market feels risky to me. So if you're over 50, you don't want any risky money. You want safe money. You need to market-proof your money and be absolutely certain your money will last as long as you live. If you're not sure how much you'll need to live comfortably to 100, you need to read our book, Safe Money.
For more free copy of Safe Money, call now 800-871-9832. That's 800-871-9832. 800-871-9832.
Get the summer sale from Pure at Denver.com. Best, safest, and most healthy carpet cleaning ever at the best deal yet. Now pay for 2 rooms, get 2 rooms free. Safe for pets, safe for kids, and better for indoor air quality. Using only super purified soft water. No dirt attracting.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show.
303-471-5150. 471-5150.
No, this is Kelly.
Wireless hack that can cut your cell phone bill in half every single month. Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, they want you to believe that you need unlimited data so they can...
Oh, really? Okay. Well.
Most of you are buying way more data than you ever need. Now, Pure Talk, my cell phone company, only charges you for data that you actually need. For example, for $25 a month, you can get unlimited talk, unlimited text, and 5 gigs of data plus mobile hotspot. $25. And you know what you can do with 5 gigs of data? Well, you can browse the internet for 135 hours, stream 1,000 songs, and watch 10 hours of video. Stop
RKC?
wireless, get 5G coverage with Pure Talk. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword "Save Now." Check in with one of Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team members. No contract to sign, no activation fee, and you can even keep your phone and your phone number. Pound 250, keyword "Save Now." Do it now. You save an additional 50% off the first month from Pure Talk.
Your neighbor Judy loves Colorado summers, but she hates the paint, so she called Rhino Shield.
After having the house painted with kind of usual house paint, I was seeing cracks appearing about every 3 years and just wasn't very satisfied.
Are you talking about JFR cars?
Formulated for our unique climate right here in Colorado, and it's Class 1 fire rated.
I can't speak highly enough about the Rhino Shield crew. They also were great at working with me to get the exact right color.
I don't have that on.
Colorado, you know. Guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the
10 seconds here, Tom.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino. You're a troubleshooter. Now, I'm looking up some investments, since that is a hobby of mine, for her at $1,000. And it seems like the most, if all you had was $1,000, I'm going to give you an example, and you can alter it based on years. If you did a treasury is going to be the best bang for the buck for no risk. And you can do a T-bill or a note or a bond. And the bonds are, you can do a 20-year bond, and you would approximately double your money with a 20-year bond. That's for $1,000. If you did a bill, you would have a little less. And then if you did the treasury, a note, you would have a little less. If you did a bill, you could actually have more if you kept reinvesting them in short-term auctions. And that would be a little more active, but zero risk. If you did another kind of municipal bond, you could do possibly better because you would annihilate your taxes, get rid of the taxes on it. So I would go for a safe, fixed income bond, and I mean a corporate or private bond with a, really well rated, like AAA, or I would go for a treasury, a U.S. Treasury property of some kind. So that's what I would do, because that's simple, fast, risk-free, and safe. Now, are you going to add to it over the years, Fran?
Yes, I want to add to it.
Okay. If you want to add to it, this is a little bolder. Now, I'm going to tell you this straight up. It's bold, but it's guaranteed. It grows tax-free, and it truly is a good system. You hear me talk about it all the time on this show. Depends on what's your horizon. The horizon's going to be 20 years or less for these kids, right? Before they need it?
Yes. Well, they're 9 and 10, so,
Oh.
I started 10 years late, basically.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I'm thinking 10 years maybe, but...
If you, listen, and Fran, there's nothing easy without thought, okay? But with thought, and I mean thought, you have some possibilities. Okay, you're not going to take a little amount of money and make a fortune, but you're going to make some safe money. So the Treasury, I'm still going to tell you Treasury certificates or bonds, I should call them bonds, will do best. Okay, they will probably for that small amount of money. But if you want to add to them, you can ladder them and buy them when the rates are up, and you can keep adding to it. The other one you could do is you could do something like take a life insurance policy on each of them. Now, I'm not recommending giant whole life policies. I'm talking about enough of a policy that allows you to overfund it. You've heard me talking about this. It's a real deal. I would do it with my kids. So what you do is you put $1,000 or you put so much a month or whatever. And what it does is it grows tax-free as a cash value. Plus they have the life insurance, which is just frosting on the cake, really. But when they get in their later years, even 10 or 15 years, they're able to borrow from that to go to college or to use it. And I say borrow from it because it comes out tax-free. And then they don't have to pay it back. They can pay it back if they want, and they can pay it back with interest and grow it even further for later in their life if they want to keep it. Now remember, the purpose here is not to really have the life insurance. That's just an added benefit. The real purpose is to accumulate cash value tax-free and borrow it tax-free. And then if you don't want to pay it back, the life insurance proceeds pay it back. So it's really a good vehicle for college. But you can also do actual college plans as well that will grow tax-free. And they can take it out tax-free if it's used for college. So, you know, I think that one is a 529. So you put it in.
I think it's a 429, Tom.
429?
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's what I was going to
I think it's a 529, right? It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it is. So I think it's. Where did you get the number? Maybe I'm wrong, but where did you get 429?
I thought I remembered from what we did with our kid.
Okay. No, it's a 529. I just looked it up. So
no wonder he couldn't go to college.
Yeah, the 529 gross tax deferred withdrawals are tax free if used for college. That's a really good one, too. So.
And then, Tom, do you recommend anyone I talk to about doing this? Do you have someone on your referral list that
Yes.
could help me with all this?
Well, it's. I'm just gonna be honest with you, okay? And I don't mean like it's a bad thing to be honest, but with such a small amount, I want to give you someone who doesn't care about it being small. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, because there are people that are going to try to talk you into bigger things, and I'd rather you not be talked into bigger things. If you know what I'm saying, I'd rather you do what you can when you can. So you know what? So for the 529, goodness, anybody can help you with that. A 529 you can do on your own. In other words, you can go on. Are you sophisticated at all as far as opening up accounts and just having the discipline to manage it? Because 529s, there's no tax returns, there's nothing to do. You just open the account. And if you can do it on your own, I'll tell you what I want you to do. If you go online and just, I'm going to try to find.
Google for the 29.
I think even some banks have it's a 529. I think that after giving it second thought, that's going to be probably one of the best things you can do. Where can I open a 529? I'm going to ask. And then if you have a problem, call me back. Okay, hold on. So, I'm just trying to. I'm just asking right now. My computer here to find out where we can open them. State-sponsored plans. Yeah, there was a state plan because I went to the state site there, and there's other online platforms. So I would do. And by the way, you don't have a financial advisor, right?
No.
Okay, that's okay. You don't need one. I mean, not if you don't have a. I would start savingforcollege.com. Just start at that site. Just read about stuff. You can always call me back, okay? And I mean that sincerely because I don't want you to get ripped. I want you to get something good going on here. So you can always call me back on the 303 Martino number and remind us that we talked about this, and we'll call you back. All right. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Elite Garage Floors is with me today in TJ, and I've had some questions about garage floors, but I will tell you this. They're one of the few people that do this guaranteed floors, and they're good people, no money down, and they have the lowest prices. So with Elite Garage Floors, he showed me something I didn't know about, and I'm telling you, had I known about it, more people might opt for this kind of thing. If you have a bathroom, for example, let's say a basement bath or some concrete floor. TJ, I didn't realize that you can make them look like marble. That is unbelievable.
Yes, Tom, we can make them look
That's so incredible. So it's shiny and it looks like marble. What else can you mimic? I thought all you did was those paint chip kind of granules, which look like, I like them. I call them epoxy floors. They're not, but I love garage floors like that. But can you do like smooth, if somebody in their garage wanted gray, just plain gray? Can you do it?
We could do plain gray. We just tell people it's going to be in like an ice rink.
No, I know. No, it's dangerous, damn right. What about that marble floor? Is that slippery when wet?
Yes.
But so if you had that, obviously you don't want it in a bathroom. You want it somewhere where it's not going to get wet.
Well, it's kind of like your hardwood floors.
Yeah.
You just have a little carpet on it in the bathroom, and people do it all the time.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. I mean, you have to use common sense when it comes to slippery surfaces, no matter what they are. Even tile can be slippery when wet, regular tile. So can you make a floor patterned like tile?
No.
No, so you don't pattern it at all. You guys just do smooth finishes or textured finishes, but not in a design. Well, the marble's kind of like a design, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like what do they call that concrete that people pour that looks like cobblestone and all of that? That you know,
Everstone
or patterned concrete. You don't do that.
No.
But you can do different finishes like a marble. You can do, of course, all of the different.
You can, buddy.
All of the textures.
Correct.
Okay. Anyway, so as far as the durability, does it matter if it's textured or smooth?
The smoother it's going to scratch, so we put a little bit of sand in it.
Okay.
But other than that, it's pretty good.
Okay. So, yeah, because I think that the more textured ones, they hide imperfections, in my opinion.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. And you don't have to clean them as often either.
Correct.
All right. We got more. By the way, that's EliteGF.com, Elite Garage Force, 720-939-2448. We have more coming up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown tomorrow morning at 6:30 KHOW Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Pretty easy driving throughout the Denver Metro. A couple usual slow spots throughout town for the 1 o'clock commute. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds through town. 6th Avenue eastbound, some stop and go on the off-ramp to I-25 southbound. Over on the east end of town, I-70 westbound. Watch out for some road work at Tower Road. Some brief delays there. North of there, I-270 westbound stop and go traffic between Northfield and Vasquez. Fox 31, pinpoint weather. Cloudy skies today, high 88 degrees, overnight low of 57. Tomorrow, the clouds continue with a high of 87, sunny on Wednesday. The current temperature in Denver is 82 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay, and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join their growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. That's progressive.com/careers.
GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Think of that name for everything from the roof down to the decks. And we're talking about siding, soffits, fascia, gutters, windows, doors. And I love their new siding, Align siding, which is a polymer plastic. And you can get the dark colors. It won't crack, chip, fade, or warp. Nothing like old vinyl. Vinyl will get that waviness, not this. It's great siding. You will love it. It's an Align siding by GenesisTotalExteriors.com. By the way, Genesis is a company you can trust for all of your exterior and, of course, interior as well. They do all of your insurance stuff on one invoice, 303-679-8509. Red Rocks Roof and Solar. Now we're talking solar with Red Rocks. Red Rocks Roof and Solar will do a solar system for a commercial operation. And listen to this. They'll get paid 100% by the government and by tax credits. Think about it. No money out of pocket. You got to call for details. I'm serious. Now, they do residential as well, and you can trust these people. RedRocksRS.com. That's 303-704-2449.
Zero Foxtrot.
How much time do I have?
3.5.
Thanks. No, I'm not getting coffee.
Bless you. Because there was a lot of wind-up, but not very much followed. Hey! Hey! Okay.
Giving me crap about me sneezing?
Yeah, it's a very weird, awkward sneeze. And it's just, it's unusual. We'll say that. It's unusual.
Hail damage? 303-761-6400. This is Jay from Excel Roofing. We'll let you know if your roof has hail damage and if you should file a claim. 761-6400. When Tom needed a new roof, he used Excel. You should too. You don't pay a cent until you're content. 303-761-6400. ExcelRoofing.com.
Regen Revolution has helped me so much in terms of getting mobile and active again, and now they'll be helping me and you at their new location near Old Town in Arvada. It's an expanded facility, so an even better version of the great care you've come to know from Regen Revolution. The combination of regenerative medicine and more traditional treatment modalities have gotten me back to being able to play sports and exercise in ways I thought I might never do again. Learn more at regenrev.com. That's REGENREV.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Let's talk to LJ. LJ, what's going on?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, man. What's happening?
Hey, I wanted to know, when they did the express lanes on I-25 that run north and south,
right?
They started putting the cameras in for people that were jumping the double line.
That's right, man. So many people are getting those tickets.
Yes, so I was wondering if those are the same validity as the old camera tickets that they used to give, and then people would say again, I don't know if it's true. People would say, "Oh, it's not a real," because
well, they're all real. But let me explain something.
Okay.
They're all as real as a regular ticket. Here's the difference. A regular ticket is real, but a regular ticket is an accusation. It's not an adjudication. Now, what makes the regular written ticket handed to you different or more powerful is that it's also a summons to appear. So if you don't want to pay and you don't appear, there will be a judgment rendered or you will have an arrest warrant issued. Okay?
Okay.
That's the difference. But when you are mailed a ticket, in this case a photo ticket, they can't arrest you and nothing happens. If you don't, I shouldn't say nothing happened. Nothing can happen until they serve you.
Okay.
That's the difference. There are some cases, listen to this though. There are some cases where states have started to, and municipalities have started to change laws where the mailing of it is a legit summons to show up. But those are few and far between.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Okay.
Okay, so that's what's going on right now with photo tickets. The way they differ is that they are not served, whereas a ticket handed to you is a summons to appear. So you have to do either or. You cannot ignore it. You can ignore a mail ticket, if that makes sense.
Yes. Okay. The reason I was asking, I know our daughter got one, but now she says that they had an accident and she moved over and then got back in once the accident was there. But I'm like, we don't have proof that there was an accident, I don't think, so I'll have to.
Now, I will tell you this. If you're allowed to write it, they ask for an explanation sometimes. I think that's...
okay. I haven't looked at it. So,
I think you can send in an explanation, and then it's adjudicated.
Okay. Gotcha.
We had one listener who had an excuse of something where brakes were jammed on and he had to swerve out or something. And they denied it. But I think if there was a legitimate accident that was logged on that road, I think they would forgive it because truly they're not out to cheat people.
Sure.
So I would try it.
Okay, I'll have to look. I'll have to look at the ticket or whatever. So, okay, I figured if anybody knew, it would be you.
Yeah, but man, we ran across this a few times. So thanks for calling 303-713-8255. So now let's see, Andrew. Wait, is Andrew Andrew? Go ahead. Is this a new call, Andrew, or not?
Yeah.
Hi, Andrew.
I was just Hello.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I was just curious, what you're talking about earlier, like if when somebody buys a used car, if it would be, or if people do it, or if it's possible to, say, take it for a test drive, and then if you like the car, you take it back, and then say the next day you want to come back again and take a test drive, and when you do that, you actually take it to like a shop with an appointment to look at it.
Well, you don't have to do all. I mean, technically, you should be able to do this. I mean, sure, you can test drive it and all that, and then you could. But when you test drive it, I don't think you can take it to get checked. Legitimately, it's not your property until you ask permission. But any good shop, any good dealer selling a car will not have a problem with you doing a pre-buy purchase inspection. A pre-buy inspection. No one will. I mean, unless they're bad. If they're bad people, like Rocky's Autos used to allow people to get the car checked if they want. Anybody should let you get the car checked. If they say no, you can't check it, then I wouldn't buy it. It's that simple.
Gotcha.
So you don't have to sneak. In other words, you don't have to say I'm going on a test drive and then have an appointment set up. Okay? You can just be right out in the open and say, listen, I'd like to take this to my mechanic. I really want to buy it. I'd like to take it to my mechanic to have it checked out. Now they say, well, you got to buy it first or then you get a refund. And no, I wouldn't do any of that. So most places will do that for you. Or if some places used to do this, give you a 7-day, no questions asked return, so long as the car's not damaged. So you could do something like that as well. Now, I forget who used to do that. In fact, they might still do it. There was one car dealer that was doing a no question asked money back guarantee in so many days. If that's the case, then there's no risk. You go have it checked. If you don't like it, you take it back. What are you thinking about buying, by the way?
I was just curious. It was for my my stepson. We're looking just at some vehicles for him. So
okay, and again, that would be a good indication if someone's legit or not, if they'll let you take it out. I'm Tom Martino. We have to take a quick break. ProBidEnergy.com, another solar company, really good at what they do. ProBidEnergy.com.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Pretty easy driving throughout the Denver Metro. A couple usual slow spots throughout town for the 1 o'clock commute. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds through town. 6th Avenue eastbound, some stop and go on the off-ramp to I-25 southbound. Over on the east end of town, I-70 westbound. Watch out for some road work at Tower Road. Some brief delays there. North of there, I-270 westbound stop and go traffic between Northfield and Vasquez. Fox 31, pinpoint weather. Cloudy skies today, high 88 degrees, overnight low of 57. Tomorrow, the clouds continue with a high of 87, sunny on Wednesday. The current temperature in Denver is 82 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 K-House.
Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay, and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join their growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. That's progressive.com/careers.
O'Brien Legal Services, that's olslaw.com. That is a real estate attorney, and we use him on our show all the time as an expert, Brad O'Brien and his team, O'Brien Legal Services. You know, if you do an eviction, you're crazy to do it alone, you need an attorney. If you're dealing with squatters, if you're dealing with a border dispute, eminent domain, adverse possession, or if you're buying something and a seller is financing, or if you're buying something with a partner and you want a partnership agreement, you need O'Brien Legal Services, olslaw.com, 720-370-7388. Hey, you heard people asking about safe, conservative investments, and you heard me talking about overfunding life insurance, you know, a few $100 a month or $1,000 a year, whatever, and you can build up a life insurance policy with a cash value that you can grow tax-free and borrow against for a kid's education or for any other purpose. You know, there's really no downside to these kinds of investments. They're guaranteed and they're safe. Find out more at becomethebanker.org. becomethebanker.org, 303-779-6600. So that's even without adjudication, they can do that.
Yeah, because it's done by the state. It's just like E470. If you don't pay your tolls, they can deny your registration. On vehicle registration hold.
Is that on all photo radar tickets?
No, just on the going between the lanes on I-25 or the HOV lanes.
Okay.
That's what she got popped for. There was an accident or something. She crossed that double white line and got a ticket.
Every business faces challenges, but
10 seconds, buddy.
And believe it or not, DHS took away his Secret Service detail and more on the Joe Pag Show. Tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let me get to the phones here. And I just want to tell you, denverregen.com. The jury's out, still doing good. I'm going for a follow-up on Friday. They do hair regeneration through stem cell, and I had it done. I wasn't going to tell anybody, but then I started seeing some new growth, and I thought, what the heck? It's working. They also do, of course, pain-relieving therapy, which is proven. That's denverregen.com. All right, so back to the phone. Oh, I don't have any calls holding. That's good because we only have a few minutes left. I'll finish up with TJ, Elite Garage Floors, 720-939-2448. And I wanted to make a note because this is very important, people. On this show, we learned about, in my opinion, a bad actor in the moving business, and that is STS Relocation in Longmont. They're not responding to this consumer. He paid in full. They have his stuff. They haven't even moved it yet. They promised it would be there a few days ago, and in West Virginia. And he's frustrated. He's out there. He doesn't know what to do. They're stonewalling him. That's not a good sign. Also, we noticed that they only been in business a year, but they have an excellent rating with the Better Business Bureau. Well, that's crazy. That they changed their name. They were Sievers Sievers Transfer and Storage, and they changed it to STS, and that's the problem. So, TJ, in finishing up, do you do a lifetime warranty?
Yes, we do.
That in itself is a reason to use you, bro. I'm serious. EliteGF.com. All right, Elite GF, right? Elite Garage Floors. Thank you for being here, man. We really appreciate it. Remember, people, 303-MARTINO for help. Spread that around. 303-MARTINO. More tomorrow.
All right, you're clear, buddy.
Thanks. Okay, I got that. And then this I can turn off.